Welcome into Game Night Live to KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, coming to you live from Provo High School as we've got the final non-region tune-up for these both teams. The Provo Bulldogs preparing to take on the Viewmont Vikings. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by the Moose Bingham and Moose. This is a great matchup. These two teams played a year ago. This one has all sorts of potential being a high-scoring, high-flying affair.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this game on so many levels, Dane. There's so many athletes out here. We've got guys with D1 offers, and I wanted to come to this game because there's incredible coaches on both sides, too. In Kirk Chambers and Andrew Jones. Just phenomenal human beings on both sides. And this is just going to be a great game, Dane. I'm hyped.
This is going to be a doozy as Viewmont coming into this game. They are undefeated. 3-0 are the Vikings. They've been scoring a ton of points in the early going, and they're going to see if they can keep that going here against a Provo Bulldog team that has been really strong to start the year. As this kickoff fielded back near the 10. Return here from Mickens. Kingston looking up that right side, and a good return up across the 30. And we will see 1st and 10 here for Viewmont.
Yeah, that was a really short kickoff. You can see the stutter steps from the Provo kicker going up there. He's got to fix that if he wants to see that ball flying in the end zone. But I'm excited to see number 3 coming out here. Luke Jacobs has an offer to Navy already. He's an absolute dog out there. He's a kid that plays multiple sports, baseball, basketball, football, and he is an absolute dog at quarterback. Excited to watch him right here.
He'll start in the pistol formation. Luke throwing out near side. That was intended for Caden Mitchell. Caught, pickup of about 5. Want to let you know the clock you see on your screen is unofficial. We'll do our best to keep that as synchronized with the clock here in the stadium. At times we'll start early, stop it early, that sort of a thing. That the unofficial clock is it's a gain of 4 on 1st down.
Yeah, what you're going to notice about Viewmont right away is they are tall gentlemen. It's like a basketball team walking out there. Caden Mitchell, 6'3", and who you should really pay attention to is Scott Noel. Very Christmassy name right there, but ferocious tight end.
Looking for good tidings here in September is, boy, that one blown up. Beautiful job there by Sokai, the sophomore, able to burst in there and take care of business. Aston with the stop there, no gain.
Yeah, Miles McGrath, you're going to see him. He is a speed back. Usually they have a 1-2 punch with him and Elias Usele, but Miles McGrath came out of nowhere and everyone's like, who is this kid? That's fast as lightning. I can't wait till you get to see the Thunder out there as well when we get into region play.
Big 3rd down here. This is a young Provo defense. Boy, it'd be a great shot in the arm if they could get a 3 and out here to start. As Jacobs looking, gonna go deep, has a man downfield, and yeah, you're gonna get the pass interference call coming here. The back judge all over that one. Didn't have to show off the arm too much. Great positioning there, but this is gonna be a 1st down.
Yeah, I like the throw from the back judge, Kelly. Goodness gracious, putting his back into it, throwing it far, but
tell you the accuracy is spot on.
Oh, I mean,
right at it.
Way to go, Kelly. I'm a fan of one ref in the state right now, and it's Kelly, the back judge in this game. But for real, the defensive back there has to get his head turned around looking for the ball. That's really what they saw on that. If you can get your head around as a DB, they might not call that next time, so be aware of that. And that gives us a fresh set of downs to see what Luke Jacobs can do here.
When you talk about the length of Viewmont, and look, I mean, on that time, the intended target was Mitchell. Again, he had his man beat down the sideline, but that ball underthrown. But look, when you got 6'3", 6'4", taller on the outside, they got 6'7" coming off the bench on the outside. Like, you can afford to just throw that ball up and let your athletes go get it as they go back to the ground here, and that Provo defense up to the task, no gain.
Really tough run by Kingston right there. I mean, goodness gracious. He was met right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little before. He had to fight his way just to get back in there. These defensive tackles for Provo, they're big, they're mean, they're aggressive. There's a green machine going down there with this young defensive line.
You know, and you talked about this group from Viewmont missing their starting running back in Wesley, and look, McGrath has done a great job coming on for him, getting starts, and look, Viewmont, they're going to have a plethora of running backs when they get healthy. Is this thrown to the outside? Again, the reception there by Mitchell will pick up about 7.
Yeah, looks like Looks like our guy Luke Jacobs found a favorite receiver in Mitchell.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of throws to Mitchell, and then when you start getting red zone stuff, you're going to see Scott Noel come in there. Scott Noel already has an offer from UNLV, even though it's his first year playing football.
Wow, that's awesome.
Must be nice.
Noel's been their leading receiver this season. He's averaging 31 yards a reception, Scott Noel is. And, I mean, you're right. It has been the Caden Mitchell show here on this first drive. Another third down for the Vikings. Empty backfield as they will bring motion here. Jacobs on the keep. First down for Luke and more as he's inside the 40 to the 36.
As you see right there with kind of the fake sweep around, because of Jacobs' amazing athletic ability, you're going to see that's why Navy and Army and Air Force are after a guy like Luke Jacobs. Fun story about him, he plays baseball in the fall. Every single one of these schools wanted to see him in the 100-meter dash. He left during an inning of the baseball game to run the 100-meter dash and ran a sub 1100.
That is awesome. Jacobs rolling to his right, looking down the field. There is that height on the outside, but that is incomplete. Couldn't be brought in. Love the idea. Again, trying to get it to Mitchell, but defended well to be second down.
The crazy thing with this team, Andrew Jones just got in here from Tooele. Tooele had a ton of success, but I always laugh. Andrew Jones had to drive from about 5 minutes away from Viewmont to Tooele every day. I'm like, you know there's schools closer to you. And he got into the community he wanted to be in. This is a dream job for both coaches, both in the community, both doing great things in the community, and I love to see them being amazing coaches as well.
I have a little stoppage here. The officials getting together, and looks like we'll have.
What are we talking about?
I'm not quite certain here. Maybe a clock item would be my guess.
8:20.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they're going to put 8:20 on the clock. We're just going to be patient here. It'll catch up eventually, right, Moose?
Yeah, we'll be patient. We're giving the refs a little bit of leeway this game, aren't we, Dave?
I always try to give leeway, Moose.
I don't at all.
I know. We're working on that. We're working on that. They'll go on the ground, looking up the middle of the carry there from McGrath, able to pick up about 3 yards.
Do you know who I've been impressed with so far is Limhai Matikai, the defensive tackle for Provo. 6 foot, 280, sophomore. What you're going to see is on this defensive side of the ball, you've got a ton of sophomores, even the leadership. Half the captains on this team are juniors. So young Provo team, but they're hungry.
Yeah, Matiaki, 6 foot, 280. Talk about defensive tackle, just a sophomore. This is a young defense for Provo. Jacobs rolling to his right on third down. Pressure coming. Nice little stutter step. Luke trying to get to the sticks. And I think he's got it.
Goodness gracious.
Luke Jacobs with the quarterback keep.
What you guys will see right there is Luke should have probably been tackled about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. Beautiful vision right there. He's reading this defense like a book. He's like, okay, nothing there. And he has the patience to see blocks develop. He has the patience to get that first down. And that's something that this Provo defense hasn't seen before. An athlete at quarterback like Luke Jacobs.
I don't know if there's a better display of his athleticism than that. I mean, that play looked dead to right. And next thing you know, he's picked up 8, 10 yards and a first down. Jacobs looking for the end zone for Mitchell. That ball thrown out of play, incomplete.
Really good defense from Taki out of there. Name's so nice, you got to say it twice. But he did a good job right there.
Brings up second down for the Vikings.
Now they know that Luke Jacobs wants to go to Mitchell a lot more. You're going to see a lot of press man. You're going to see a lot of bracketing going his way, but you always have to be aware of Father Christmas over there on the other side, 82.
Yeah, Noel, 6'6", 225, good size target. Again, there's a lot of length. It's one of the things Coach Jones wanted when he came here to Viewmont. Jacobs on second down, looking for Noel.
Oh!
Is that caught?
Give it to him.
No, incomplete.
Ah.
Man, that was a heck of an effort.
He's looking at him. He's like, on the hardwood, that would have counted. Give it to me.
Defended by number
Yeah. Boy, that one was close.
It's interesting. You listen to these cornerbacks. Mossy Hefo sounds like Aleva Hefo, and Taki number 3. There's some Brigham Young influences going on here in Provo, Utah.
Another third down. This is the longest of the drive at 3rd and 10.
Goodness. You have to be conscientious of what will happen here. They've switched out a lot of the defensive line, so who knows if they can get the same amount of pressure they have.
Jacobs, design keep, trying the right side. Luke, I think he's got another first. 3rd and 10, you're running the quarterback, and he picks it up.
Oh. Coach Jones must love that. He's like, who knows, you know. You might get us on 1st and 2nd down, but I'll just let my quarterback go. Man, they've got some stallions over there at Viewmont.
Coming into the game through 3 games, and look, they've been in a lot of blowouts, so I don't know that Luke has played the whole game, but through 3 games, he's thrown for 308 yards, ran for 228.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. Yeah.
Just 228 yards rushing. Goodness gracious. It's like a mini Taysom Hill out there.
Jacobs looking little out route here. Caught, tackled immediately, but that's Madro, the senior tight end, with the reception. Gain there of 6.
Cole Madro, 6'3", 215 pounds. Big old boy out there. Like I said, it's a basketball team on the outside. They're giving Luke Jacobs a chance. They're saying, just throw it up and good things will happen. And he says, yes, sir.
Second down and about long 3, a short 4.
The other thing you're going to notice, this Viewmont offensive line is young. Only one senior out there.
Jacobs looking, end zone to high, caught. Touchdown Viewmont, and it is Scott Noel for the touchdown.
My goodness, Father Christmas out there just doing what he wants. It's snowing touchdowns for them at Viewmont right now. That's it. Scott Noel, he's Father Christmas for me from now on till time and eternity. He earned that nickname.
I'll tell you, I mean, Luke Jacobs, what does it got to be like to just know I can just throw it up and let my guy go catch it?
Oh.
Point after, up, good, 7-0. Viewmont scoring on the opening drive. They lead Provo with 6:01 to go here in the first. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind Game of the Week presented by Heidemann and Associates.
Thank the sponsors of Provo High Athletics. First Purpose Wealth.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of View.
Drew Ducher.
Welcome back here to Provo High School. 7-0 Viewmont. Moves, good opening drive there for the Vikings.
Oh, fantastic. I'm excited to watch number 6 right now. Drew Ducher, 21. Hold your water. Come on. What's that kid's name? It's Nathan Savage. He was being a little bit of a savage. Thought they were doing the onside kick. That was not what was happening.
This kick will be returnable. Fielded at the 3. On the return, here's Kyle Larson. Bursting ahead up near the 30.
Larson on the return for the Bulldogs out to the 28-yard line.
So first offensive drive coming up here for Provo, and a chance for us to see Kyson Condi for the first time tonight, Jamison Harward in this Bulldog offense.
Kyson Condi is a kid that I've been excited about. He's a kid that can play defense, offense, special teams. He can do whatever you want. He'll get the water for you, and he'll do anything. It's great to see this, but I'm excited about big number 70. Emmett Pan, and then 77, Strands Magnesi. Great offensive line right here.
And we talked about the offensive line here at Provo. We'll get into that as the broadcast goes on. But Provo starting first down with the carry for Harward, and not much there as he stood up for no gain.
Yeah, Jamison Harward, a great running back as well. So Coach Jones going into this game, he's like, you know what, we're young, but I really like my D tackles. They're in there, and they're hungry.
Well, and he talked about his linebackers, too, and Ryan Lockhart and Jet Wiles needing those guys to step up big as they try to defend this running attack. Second down here. Condi looking to throw for the first time, and that one shy of the intended target. Was looking the way there of A.J. Leone.
Yeah, AJ, he's a big target coming in at 6'3", 190 pounds. Just that's what college coaches salivate over. They're like, oh, a kid that's 6'3", 190, we could use him in a plethora of different positions at the next level. So we'll see what happens here. Big third down because Viewmont, they're moving the ball at will. If Provo can't do that, this could be a long night for the Bulldogs.
And it's a 3rd and 10. It's a long one here for the Dogs. Condi looking, and that behind his intended target once again, this time looking for Kyle Larson. Double team there defensively and nowhere to go with the football. 3 and out here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Darren Tovey's lucky there. He should have gotten his head around the defensive back on that play. Could have been, it was a little iffy. Could have been a pass interference, and that could have kept the drive alive. But now we get to see the favorite part of every single person tuning in. Moses Vianuku coming in to punt.
You got to figure that's exactly how Coach Jones wanted that first series to go for Viewmont. They stuffed the run and then had to defend the pass twice. It worked out well. Punts away. And this is Savage coming all the way back. He'll just dump on that at the 20-yard line. And that's where Viewmont will start the second drive of the contest, leading 7-0.
That was really interesting. Viewmont brought the house on that one. Savage should have caught the ball around the 35, to be honest with you. He let it bounce, and he suffered for that. That's about 14, 15 yards of just gainage for the punter. So great punt by number 17, Moses Vianuku.
We did have a flag back at the line of scrimmage on the far side. They're talking with Coach Chambers. And this might be maybe a lineup item.
Oh, is he wearing something?
This might be one of your favorites, Moose.
Oh, this is such a...
Well, so I'm not quite certain here. We're still talking. By the look on Coach Chambers, he doesn't look like he's ultra enthused by it. I don't see him moving the football here.
Give him a warning. Don't give him an actual flag if he's got an extra wristband or anything.
Look, I talked to an official this week, and he said, when I'm on a game, I go through the lineup, and I warn them as I'm going through before the game even starts.
Okay.
As they're doing warm-ups and stretches. And I talk to both coaches before the game and give them a heads up. So this official felt like, look, we try to be out in front of this as much as we can. The officials here conversing. The question, Moose, to you, we talked about this last week. There's a new rule this year about illegal adornments. So we'll get into what that might mean, but it's an unsportsmanlike penalty if that is the call. It's a 15-yarder. That would be an item like inappropriate eye black. It'd be an item like a play call sheet that is not worn on the wrist. It's worn elsewhere. It'd be mismatching towels. It'd be inappropriate bands that are being worn. And here you do have a 15-yard penalty. So my guess is this is one of those unsportsmanlike penalties due to illegal adornments.
This isn't the NFL. It's not the no fun league. This is Utah high school football. Let them play, ref. Let the boys play and have some fun.
So that will move it up here to the 35-yard line.
I can't express how frustrating that rule is. When I played in an all-star game, I had eye black, I had the back pad, I had my abs showing, and a puka shell necklace just for taste.
And I would have thrown the flag on you, Moose. Viewmont looking for the run here on first down. That Provo defense, really, with the exception of Jacobs, they've defended the run well here, Moose.
Yeah, it's been really impressive. Like I highlighted earlier, I like 99 and then 21 coming in there. KJ Brady is really good as well at 6'2", 215. This is a young Viewmont offensive line, and they're missing one of their starters in Trey Price, the transfer from Tooele. Isn't it crazy that every week we have transfers from somewhere?
Yeah.
It's just absolutely nuts. But they're missing their tackle until the fourth quarter of this game.
It was a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9 here. Here is Jacobs. Jacobs, oh my goodness. I thought he was going to come near side, and next thing you know, he turns back to the middle, picks up 8 yards.
Man, we got Houdini out there. Now you see him, now you don't. Goodness gracious. A lot of fun players out here. He only got 9 on that play. I expect more of him.
It's really going to hurt his average. Let's be honest.
Will you get your head out and let's go, Luke?
You ready for this? Through the first 3 weeks, he was averaging 10.9 yards a carry.
Well, he's getting a lot less than that here tonight with his 9.6.
3rd and 1. Pistol formation here for Vic the Viking. on the ground. First down is Miles McGrath, the senior, with a gain of 4.
Miles McGrath. Goodness, I like it. Great run, and I love that he's getting more and more reps going on this year, because once they get to playoffs and Elias Usele is back in there, the 5'10", 215, absolute bulldozer, it's going to be a different game. Ooh, look at what they're doing now. Looks like big 77's in there. Strons McDeesey.
He's only listed as an offensive lineman, but hey, let's see if Strons here can make a stand for this Provo defense. Lined up right over the ball, big number 77. First down. Jacobs rolling, coming over with pressure is Lisa. And Jacobs will run out. You know, the other thing that Coach Jones has to love is the time they're taking off the clock. Provo on the 3-now only had the ball for like 1 minute and 4 seconds. This running game just chipping that clock away, Moose.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see all of this happening. Luke Jacobs looks like he's in fast forward mode and everyone else is in slow motion. Kid is so quick, so fast, and it's amazing to watch him out here.
Be a 2nd and 8.
Let's see what they're going to do now. 2nd and 8.
I'm guessing a vertical. Look how close that defense is, a line of scrimmage. Everyone within 9 yards. They'll stay on the ground. See, this is why I'm not a defensive coordinator. It's flag coming in here on the play.
Usually this is a holding, but we'll see what's going on.
Brought down by number 11, Sokai Aston.
Strands, I actually liked him in there. He had good hands, and they realized we're not going down the middle with big 77 in there.
It's a good way to stop that run game is Strands coming off here. We do have the penalty, and we'll wait for this to be sorted out.
Every single college coach in the state should be watching 77. Kid's raw. He's like 16 years old, even though he's a senior. I think he's turning 17 soon. Kid's a dude.
And for those who care about this, big shoe size.
Oh,
right?
That's all that matters.
What was it, 15?
Yeah, 15. Still growing. And that's the crazy thing. You'll see a lot in high school now. Parents will hold their kids back in 8th grade, have them repeat 8th grade twice. That was kind of like a secret thing for a while, but now there's tons of kids that you'll see that are 19 years old playing high school football. Not Strons. He is 16 right now.
It was a penalty on Viewmont. The holding call backs him up. 2nd and 20 for the Vikings. Jacobs able to buy a little bit more time. Still with it here. Trying to run it. We're going to get flags on this one. He crossed the line of scrimmage and then came back to throw it. It's going to be an illegal forward pass, and Viewmont right now going the wrong way.
So if he hops back in, can he throw it then?
I don't think so. I think once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're committed to the run.
That's lame.
I could be wrong on that. I'm not a rules expert.
I thought you were.
No. In fact, I was, I don't have the connections that Dusty Litster has. He's got Mike Pereira in his cell phone. That's a true story, by the way.
Well, we need
and
to
occasionally Mike even texts him back.
We got to get Dusty on the phone here and figure out if you can hop over the line.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
All right. Did you see the punter last night that tried to punt after running?
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
I think what he thought was that the original line of scrimmage was the actual line of scrimmage. I think he got confused on the sticks.
Yeah.
But
3rd down, Provo fans, make some noise.
3rd down here for Viewmont.
3rd down and 25?
Yeah, you think Luke is picking this up on the run, Moose?
He could. I think Scott Noel should be available.
They'll go with McGrath. Looking right side. Miles McGrath picks up 15. It will not be enough, but an impressive run. Bring up 4th and 10. And, that's where the penalties kill you. If this is 4th and 2, I'd actually consider going for it, but 4th and 10, I don't think you can.
You know what? I love to see punters, but with this return game, with number 6, Drew Desher, and number 10, Kyle Larson, I don't know how comfortable I'd be punting.
Inside of 2 minutes left here in the first defensive stop there for this Provo group.
At this point, just punt it to the left, to the closest to your screen.
Kicks away. It's a high kick, angled towards the Viewmont sideline and out of bounds inside the 30. And we'll get our second drive of the game here for Provo. Moose, what do you second drive? What do you think Provo does here? Anything they try to do differently?
Well, it's going to be interesting. I want to see more of Drew Desher right here, but you got to establish the run, especially when you have the advantage in the trenches. And you just look out there, Provo's bigger than Viewmont right now. This is not a game Viewmont should win in the trenches. But if you keep both sides fresh, Viewmont could have a fighting chance.
I kind of wonder if you see a little bit of option here. Some zone read play or something. Try to get Condi engaged in that running attack. See if that opens things up. Condi able to slip through the first tackler, but then stopped. Nice job staying with it there by Brian Miller.
Yeah, fantastic second effort by Brian. Got to wrap up. That's one of the keys to any single defense. Get your arms around the runner and take him down. Man.
Was a gain of a yard. Second and long here. Let's see if they stay with that running attack or if they go back through the air here. Condi looking for the quick out. Incomplete. It just feels like he has not been able to get into his rhythm yet, Moose.
Yeah. The nice thing is Kirk Chambers loves to run the ball. The Stanford Cardinal, he bleeds Cardinal through and through. He's got trees in his yard dancing because that's who he is. He loves Provo Bulldogs and he loves the Stanford tree. But you got to get something going through the air, especially when you're a spread type offense with this. When you've got the double deuces on each side, they're going to be throwing the ball again, but they've got a mismatch with the 3-on-2 in favor of Viewmont right now.
Yeah, right now it's a 3rd and 9 to your point, Moose, and now we get a penalty flag here. Looks like this might be going the wrong direction for the home side.
Yep. And if they have to punt again, their punter remembers what happened last time when they brought like 10 guys. It should be interesting to see what happens, but I really like this Provo team. They're gritty, they're young, and they're learning. Each game, they're getting better and better and better, and that's what you want from a team. I think Kirk Chambers does a great job with these guys. Their offense just has to start clicking. Everyone needs to do their 1/11th, and we'll see what happens on this play.
It's now 3rd and 14 for Kyson Condi. Looking to throw, has a man over the middle. That caught first down and more. It's Taki across midfield to the 20, the 10, a 3rd and 14 that Taki takes to the house through the air, and Provo's on the books.
Oh, I love it. Taki, phenomenal player. Number trace right there. Lenny is an absolute stud, 5'11", 165, playing both ways. But that's what they needed. They need that burst. You can feel the momentum going. Viewmont thought, they're like, you know what, this could be going in the bag right now. But Provo said, no, not today. Holding out the Nakembe Mutombo with the finger.
How about that response on a 3rd and long? It's the first completion of the night for Condi, and it's a touchdown.
Great completion. That's all you need. Oh, 21, get out there.
Didn't we have a 21 last week that was late in the AF American West game? West game?
I believe so.
Kick is up, and it's off the upright. No good. So 7-6 the score here for Viewmont.
54 seconds to go in the
but it's
quarter.
Taki
Viewmont 7,
on a
6.
3rd and 14 reception to help Provo get in the scoring column.
Yeah. The PAT is very important. I'm going to blame that PAT on the holder. He had the wrong knee up right there. He should have had his right knee on the ground for right-footed kicker and his left knee in the air. So it messed up the kicker. We're never going to blame the kicker on that. Kicker did a great job. We still love you, Moses Fayanuku. Come on back and hit a field goal.
I thought you were going to harness old school classics and blame the laces being in and then offer a cookie. And
no, laces don't matter.
You know the movie reference?
Ace Ventura.
Yes.
Yep. Even though that is a popular adage, it is not true. You can kick a ball just as well if the laces are facing you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not believe Jim Carrey. Don't do it.
He did not do his research.
Yep. And if you're on the golf course this week, don't pull an Adam Sandler and start running at the ball in a drive either. Two ridiculous things that Hollywood has ruined. Field goals and driving the golf ball.
They need a little drama, Moose.
They do. Laces out.
Great way for Provo to finally get some momentum. We talked about it just hasn't quite been there yet. that play, see if that maybe turns things around. As this kick over the head into the end zone for the touchback.
Viewmont is ticked.
Yeah.
That ball, he had the worst run-up I've seen in a while. He's only 5 yards away, but it doesn't matter. He's kicking it 5 deep. Good job. Horrible run-up. That's okay. We'll still love you, Viewmont.
Hey, look, as someone who has a sidewinder basketball shot, all it matters is that it goes in, Moose. That's all that matters.
No. We're training these kids to go to the next level here on Game Night Live Rewind. We expect better of all of them, but Viewmont, you'll see he's playing free safety right now as well. He's got a lot on his plate, the sophomore stud.
First down here for the Vikings. This drive starting at their own 20. Jacobs will throw on first down. Defended there initially. He's buying time, looking down the seam, and that just over the outstretched hand there of Cole Mudrow.
Man, Jacobs does a great job keeping his eyes downfield. He's always looking for his running lanes, but I like how he throws the ball as well. He's phenomenal athlete. Like I said, track star, baseball star, basketball star, football star. There's more stars on his Lettermans than the stars in the sky. My goodness.
And we'll see Luke Jacobs on the hardwood this year. That was one of the items Coach Jones was telling us with basketball coming out. They're like, all right, but now, Luke, you got to come play basketball with us. And so got a fun little culture being built there at Viewmont High School. Is another run here. I love this running play for Jacobs. Boy, great job getting off the block there by Sokai Aston. And we'll stop Luke for a gain of just 1.
Sokai Aston did a phenomenal job. The other thing I like that he did is he went for the ball right there. Luke Jacobs, he had his 5 points, which secured it. But if you keep going at that ball, only good things happen.
3rd and 9 here for Viewmont. And they do not have to run another play. And looks like they
took a timeout? No.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
No,
it looked like Coach Jones was signaling for a timeout. I was like, there's no way he takes a timeout here, right? And he does not. So, first quarter in the books, 7-6, Viewmont leading Provo. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heinemann Associates, brought to you by Western Governors University, the Salt Lake Running Company, and UCCU.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of View.
Welcome back here at Provo High School. Start of the second quarter. Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham with you. 7-6 Viewmont and a 3rd and 9 here for Luke Jacobs. Jacobs, a lot of time here in the pocket. Able to leak out. McGrath has the reception, first down.
Man, McGrath is doing really well. McGrath is a kid that many coaches, after week 1, they're like, where did this kid come from? He had like well over 100 yards. I want to say almost 200 yards of total offense. This Viewmont offense is explosive. 1st and 10, they don't care. They're going for touchdowns. They can get a first down at will.
Well, so imagine this. We mentioned Luke Jacobs averages 10.9 yards a carry through the first 3 games. McGrath is averaging 9.3.
Oh,
that ball comes out. Provo has it. And after the fumble, Provo will be set up inside the red zone. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That's the cardinal sin right there. Hold on to the ball, young men. Get those 5 points. Great job by the Provo Bulldog defense right there. And they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. This is a hard-fought battle from budding rivals.
Boy, big stop there from that Provo defense. The forced fumble. And now Kyson Condi and company comes back out, set up here, Moose.
The momentum shift, you can feel it,
yeah.
Dane.
Condi will keep. Nice job coming up, stuff in that lane. That was the linebacker, Ryan Locker, the senior, making the stop.
Condi doing his best impression of Luke Jacobs. Didn't get very far, but you got to get that running game established and then start hitting number 6. one of the most prolific receivers in the entire state.
I want to say that fumble might have been forced by Tignahe Lesa. Yeah, I knew I was saying that wrong. Provo back on the ground here. Harwood ahead, and his best run of the night, picking up 8.
Man, he was like a merry-go-round right there, spinning in and out of tackles, just around and around and around we go until we almost get a first down, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and a yard for the Bulldogs.
This would be a big stop for Viewmont, this defense, if they could get off the field here. If you're Provo, you go for it. Is this 4-down territory?
Yeah, this is 4-down territory if you're having troubles with PATs.
It'll be Condi here. He's got Harwood to his left. Condi gonna throw. Taki looking for touchdown number 2, and he's in. Touchdown, Provo, for the second time tonight. It's Condi to Taki.
The best part of that play wasn't the throw or the catch. It was the block by Tomasi Hifo right there. Phenomenal block, taking the defender out of the play and allowing the size of a Mack truck to be able to just drive into the end zone. This game is getting very interesting, Dane. Now let's see if the holder can fix it or if they're going for 2.
Nah, they're going to go for 2. Try to get this back to even here. Or I should say, get the score back aligned, right?
You like to see 7s.
Condi. And that in the dirt. It was looking the way there of Leawanai. My goodness.
Don't worry, I'm getting text already about the mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Come on, Dane.
2-point conversion, no good. It's 12-7 after that ball incomplete, but Provo taking the lead off the fumble, Moose.
Yeah, great job getting points on the board. That's all that matters, is getting the points up there. They got 6 twice, but they got to start getting those point after touchdowns as well. So we'll see what's going on. Now the other interesting thing is Provo, I believe they are going against the wind now. And so Viewmont should be taking a few more shots. We've been taken care of and then some by this Provo team being in the box. So I am as cool as a cucumber, which is always nice, Dave.
Yeah, well, Provo's been fantastic. They've been great hosts for us here tonight. Of course, Moose was enjoying some of the team pregame meal as this kick fielded inside the 5. Return here from Mickens. Brings it up to the 28-yard line.
Great tackle by number 31, Kai Jardine.
Tackle by number 31,
I love that. Anytime you can do something good on special teams, life is better for everybody. But great return out to the 28. This is going to be a long, sustained drive, unless they're going out to Father Christmas, if you ask me.
So 1st and 10, see if they can shake off that fumble. About the same spot on the previous drive as Jacobs here will be in the pistol formation once again. And boy, they split Noel.
This is an interesting trips formation to the bottom. Usually you see those trips and the Noel switched.
Designed run. Jacobs able to find a seam. Penalty flag here right at the line of scrimmage. As Jacobs up across the 50, slips through a tackle. Luke Jacobs to the 20. The 10-5 touchdown. Luke Jacobs, a 72-yard touchdown run. But there is a flag. We'll see if this is coming back. But my goodness, Moose, what an athletic run by Jacobs.
You can see his speed showcased there. I wasn't lying when I said he was running a sub 1100, and Provo figured that out right now. But that's a brutal, brutal penalty if it's a holding. The refs are having a conversation right now. Andrew Jones is standing out there hoping that they wave it off, and
no one's really marching back. Everyone's kind of standing in between like we don't quite know where to go here.
Kirk Chambers is sitting there like, please be a holding.
Well, and I thought I saw one of the Provo coaches maybe give an indication like stay down there. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, White Hats, where are we going, you guys? They're splitting up.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more confused. This is keeping me on the edge of my seat. What, Coach Jones? Even if it doesn't count, he says, heck of a run, young man. We're putting that on your huddle highlights. I don't care.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, look, that's one you save.
Oh, my goodness.
We're just having another look at it here as we're seeing the stream a little bit delayed. Man, and it's interesting because where that flag came in, I actually didn't see a Viewmont player around, so I'm wondering if they're going to pick this up. They are talking here with Coach Jones.
Which is weird. They should be talking to Coach Chambers.
Well, they already did talk to Coach Chambers. And, I mean...
Oh! Happy side bumps! That's a good sign right there.
Book it! Touchdown will count as Viewmont with the response on the Jacobs touchdown run.
Now the all-important PAT. Do you think
the penalty was on Viewmont? The penalty was on Provo.
Oh, man. Do you think they go for 2 here?
On for the extra point, number 9, Britton Christensen.
I'm a fan of not chasing points.
Big thing here. You see that number 13 has his right knee down. Very important. That left leg will block a errant snap.
Kick up, kick, good. What a response. Coach Jones is jumping for joy as it's 14-12. Viewmont back in front.
Wow. Phenomenal response. And you see Coach Jones out there doing side bumps. He looks like he's lost about probably 3 or 4 bills. He's a skinnier coach, looking good out there, so it's really fun. But that's amazing run right there, and fun to see. This is what's great about this game, and this is why we chose this game. It's always competitive, 2 high-scoring offenses, and it may come down to whoever has the ball last.
So it looks like this is actually going to be enforcement of the penalty on the kickoff.
Enforcement of the penalty? What is going on here?
Yeah, I mean, I thought you would have to either accept the penalty or decline the penalty for the touchdown to stand if you decline it. So I'm a little confused.
I'll be talking to my favorite back judge in the state, Kelly, right after this. Don't you fret, Dane.
I was not worried, Moose.
Man, it's really impressive. Viewmont has a good little student section going on. Parents coming out. It's a big drive from Viewmont.
Yes, it is. And tonight traffic was, well...
It was the worst.
It was not fun.
I didn't think I was going to make it to the game on time, and I'm only coming from Saratoga.
Yeah. I might have been real close to the Viewmont buses as I was coming down. And we were kind of trading positions left and right as this kick into the end zone for the touchback, and Provo will start at their own 20.
That's hilarious. You called it into the end zone before he even kicked it, basically.
Well, typically when you're kicking off from the 45, you know.
It's only a 5-yard difference, but what was hilarious about that kick, he's having trouble getting it into the end zone, and on that kick, he hits it 10 deep.
It's all a mental thing, Moose.
Oh, you got to be mentally strong, mental fortitude in this game. Luckily, Riley Jensen can always help us out with that.
Yes, he can. I love his podcast. I listen to him all the time.
I didn't even know. Now I know.
Yeah.
If you don't know, now you know.
First down for Provo. Starting at their own 20 after the touchback, trailing here by 2.
Check with me. Let's see what it is.
What is it, Moose?
Probably a throw.
You just said check with me, so I was checking. Oh, boy, that threaded. Tell you what, Darren Tovey was eyeing that one as it was intended once again for AJ.
Darren saw 6 right there. My goodness.
Leao and I, that's one where I don't know if that paw sticking out there maybe breaks up the concentration there for a moment.
Not a bad throw, except for Darren had that lane. It could have been 6 the other way. I really like number 6 down here. Kingston Mickens, the cornerback. Oh.
They're staying on the ground. Harward here with the carry. Gain of 5 there.
So there aren't very many elite cornerbacks in the state. Smith, Snowden, West has a great one in Tone. But the one that's coming up that you guys need to be aware of is Kingston Mickens. 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's a track guy. He's a kid that I've been watching very closely that I think is the next great cornerback to come out of this state.
So he's listed at 6 foot 160 as a sophomore. We've seen him on kickoff return. So, look, youngster, they're leaning into his athleticism, and he is right at the line as we'll get a false start here. We'll back Provo up. Well, would have been a 3rd and 4. Boy, that's going to change the play call here, Moose.
Kirk Chambers is as mad as a copperhead snake outside of the sun. Goodness gracious. He doesn't like that because he's an offensive line guy.
Yeah.
He's like, let's go. This is what we do. We have the Stanford offense, and we know Lance Anderson is watching us. Let's make sure we do this right, gentlemen. Looks like trips to the right or trips up top for you guys watching the game.
Yeah, 3rd and 9. Condi. Apologies for our clock malfunction there. There's 9 minutes to go. Condi looking, and that no good. Incomplete as Presley Gubler was in coverage there, able to help make a play to knock it away, and it's 4th down.
Oh, Gubler coming up, doing his best. He gobbled up that wide receiver right there. And now we get to see another punt. So, what will Viewmont be doing here? We should do polls. Do you think they're coming after it like crazy? Just in-game polls.
No, you're doing I would go return here, right? You got Savage back. You have a chance to get on the plus side of the 50.
Oh, they're going after it. You can't hold them back. Look at this. Everyone's on their front foot.
I think it's all show, Moose.
Nope.
I was wrong. This punt angled away from Savage. It'll take a Provo bounce.
Savage grabbed the ball, gosh darn it.
That's a couple punts that have had great bounces for the Bulldogs. And it will put it back at the 30 for the Vikings.
Man, so your number one job as a returner is to catch the ball.
Moose, you worry about kicking it, okay?
Oh, I'll worry about catching it too. I've watched plenty of film on returners, trying to understand what the heck's wrong with them. But I was laughing. I was talking to Reno Mahe, and he was describing what it was like to return a ball in the NFL. He's like, it's like standing on I-15 with bowling balls all around you, trying to catch a football and not get broken in half.
Oh, man.
I'm like, that doesn't sound delightful.
Viewmont starting at their own 30. Oh, good throw, good catch. Madro up near midfield. Ooh. Boy, he gets popped. And a penalty flag coming out here on the play. And this might be
2 penalty flags.
Collar? It kind of looked like the hand got up in the back of the pads, and then the hit coming in late. I'm not quite certain what the call will be here, but certainly an awkward.
Maybe hitting a defenseless player by Kyle Larson, but it wasn't malicious.
Look, I actually had this conversation at work today. You ready for this, Moose?
Yes, sir.
If you didn't like rules before, you know the rule for a defenseless player? You know what that rule is in the rule book?
Dime. It means tell me in Spanish.
I'll tell you, it's a tough rule. The writing, and I'm not going to read this word for word, but it's essentially if there's a play. Actually, I will read it word for word. Okay, so this is a hit to the head, so this is not a defenseless player. But here's the defenseless player rule. A defenseless player is a player who, because of his physical position and focus of concentration, is vulnerable to injury.
Focus of concentration?
And physical position.
You know what? Physically and focusably, I'd be a defenseless player 99% of the time.
I would be too, because I'm not with it, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm an aloof individual. It was a hit to the head. That was the penalty. And so the 15-yarder will move Viewmont into Provo territory.
I like that they're protecting the kids. Don't get me wrong. But come on, ref.
I actually don't have a big problem with that. We'll get into that after the play. Jacobs will hand off here to McGrath, left side. Big lane for McGrath as he's spinning through, and he's close to a first down, Moose.
McGrath is just getting his yardage. 10 here, 10 there. Going through. So, looks like it's another first down.
Going back to that penalty, here's my thing.
Okay.
Madro's kind of being held there.
Yeah.
And then a player's coming in, and it's not intentionally high, but because Madro really can't do anything,
it's a tough call. This is why we don't make the big bucks on the field.
It's why I choose to not be an official.
Yeah.
Make that really clear. I've had offers. I'm like, no.
You've
I'll
had
stay
offers.
in the booth. First down. Apologies, another clock malfunction here. Down to 8 minutes. Looking end zone. Back corner just through the hands. Boy, a great throw by Jacobs was looking the way there of Noel and just missed a touchdown grab.
It was a good throw.
Great throw.
But let's be honest here. Taki going against a dude that's twice his size did a phenomenal job right there in his cornerback position, staying in position, playing the ball well. The ball needed to be a little bit higher, but Noel's coming in, tapping his chest, saying, my bad.
That's placed right to the back corner, and the only person with a shot there was Noel, and he nearly makes that grab. Second down.
Got a fullback in there now. Good run.
Back with McGrath. McGrath That right side takes it to the 22.
McGrath, the crime-fighting dog out there. I like it. Goodness gracious.
Crime-fighting dog.
Kyle Larson.
You like that one?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that dog's name was McGruff, but I like
It was
McGrath
McGruff.
better.
It was. But hey, look, we're all about nicknames for kids. So Miles McGrath.
We'll see if Miles McGrath can earn that nickname, the crime-fighting dog.
It is another third down here for Viewmont. They've been great on third downs in this first half, Moose.
They're in field goal range, too.
Yes, they are. Jacobs, keeper. Jacobs first down and out of bounds. Move the sticks for the Vikings.
Luke Jacobs out here has a sixth sense of where the first down is. But oh no, there's dirty laundry out there, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, penalty flag here. I think this one's going to be coming back.
Holding called against
Oh, you hate to see it. But does he get the first down?
No.
Okay, learning the rules as we go.
From the spot.
From the spot.
And then you'll replay the down.
Sad day. Might have knocked him out of field goal range, too.
Well, here's the thing. So that was actually down the field. So rather than being a 3rd and 14, it's actually just a 3rd and 8 because of where the holding was. See, that's...
I'm just used to college and the NFL.
Yeah.
And Powder Puff.
Fans, let's make some noise.
Third down again.
Big third down here for Viewmont. Let's see what Provo can do on defense and what Viewmont's going to throw at him. Look for 82 here.
Jacobs looking over the middle, has a man and just incomplete. Was trying to get it there to Madro.
So no man's land. Let's see what Coach Jones is doing. I think he's going for it.
Yeah, I think you go for it here.
Brings up 4th down.
I'm actually surprised they didn't run Luke there to try to get 4th and shorter. But look, there was a little lane there for Madro, just a step in front of him.
Just a bit outside. He wishes he had that one back, in the immortal words of Dusty Lister.
Yeah.
He's the only one I've ever heard say that.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, really?
It's the old announcer's adage right there.
It is, yeah. 4th down, Viewmont going for it.
82.
Jacobs looking end zone, Noel caught.
Oh my
Touchdown,
goodness!
Viewmont. Jacobs to Noel on 4th down.
In the 82nd Noel, there were touchdowns thrown by Luke Jacobs, and that's what we look for. Not the first Noel, but that one. Father Christmas continuing to make it snow in these beautiful uniforms.
How about the 4th Noel? It's a 4th down? No? All right.
I like it.
All right.
Either way, now the all-important point after touchdown.
Chance to go up by 9. The kick is up. The kick is good. 21-12. Viewmont, the offense firing on all cylinders here on KSL Sport Rewind's Game of the Week.
Man, Noel is just a cheat code out there. My goodness gracious.
How do you defend it?
You can't. I kind of feel like, have you ever seen A Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
They have a quote in there that says, if you had to face him, how would you beat him? And he's like, in his sleep with a stick, but on a horse with a lance, that man is unbeatable. And that's how I feel about Father Christmas out there. When you've got him out there, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, it doesn't matter. He's going to go up and get that ball.
I mean, here's the thing. You've got Noel's at 6'6", Madro's at 6'3", Mitch Jepson comes off the bench. He's at 6'6". I mean, we talk about Viewmont. We talk about the length. And when you see it, you're like, I don't know how you defend it. I think Provo was hoping they'd get more pressure on Jacobs. But really, the Viewmont offensive line has been stellar in this first half, Moose.
They've done good. I didn't anticipate them to do this good. Great job by Coach Andrew Jones and staff, really decimating the Provo defensive line. And thought you were being sneaky there with the outside.
Because
no one saw it coming.
They've established the run.
Yep.
They've given Jacobs plenty of pocket and time.
Yep.
Like, when you do that, you're going to win height battles down the field.
Drove it.
Caught out of the air cleanly from the 5. Return right side.
Woo!
And taken down at the 26 as that was Larson on the return.
Oh, my goodness.
Kyle Larson on the
I'll tell you, Coach Jones, he never has to do workouts on game days because he's going to get his workout in on the sidelines. I love the energy he brings. That guy's always jumping and cheering on his boys. You can tell how much he loves his team and his opportunity to coach this game.
He even has more energy this year with not having to drive. McDonald's is suffering in Tooele without him out there, but his waistline is not.
Big economic downturn as Condi, boy, that one kind of thrown in between a couple of targets. It was intended there for Hefo and incomplete.
I like Darren Tovey coming in there with the sliding. I'm supposed to be in position. Get in position, Darren.
It feels a little odd. Condi feels like he's been short on a lot of throws in this first half, Moose.
Yeah, I mean, Condi, he's naturally a safety. He's a very good athlete, and we're going to see what he can do. He's been impressive the first couple weeks, but we'll see.
They'll run it here on second down. Good lane up the middle. As that was Harwood with the carry. He's close to the first down. He's got it. First down, Provo.
Well, what's crazy about Provo, you can see him just popping out an explosive play every once in a while. And that's what will keep him in the game, to be honest with you. But now they're down 2 scores because of the lack of PATs.
Yeah. First down. Condi over the middle has a man caught. Here's Ducher. Ducher across midfield, still on his feet. Ducher takes it down to the 21-yard line, and Provo's in business.
Boom, and that's what we've been looking for. Drew Ducher. He's been doing this since he was a freshman and a sophomore. Now his junior year, if you can find number 6, you may be going for 6. Great player in Drew Ducher.
That was a player that I was waiting to pop in this air attack, and it's a big play here late in this first half for Provo.
You got to get that kid involved in the offense. The more Drew Scher we see, the better you're going to do.
Condi looking for Leawane, and he takes us up inside the 20.
The one thing I've been impressed with the Provo receivers is the blocking downfield. That's been really fun to watch by them.
That play good for another Bulldog.
Leawane has the first down on the reception.
And Provo is in it. They're biting at the end zone.
Trips here to the bottom of the screen. Condi, screen again, Leawane. Inside the 10. AJ inside the 5, and it will be first and goal here for the Bulldogs.
They saw something on film. They're like, Kingston Mickens. He's a really good in pass coverage. He's a sophomore. He may not be as physically gifted yet. Oh, a couple big guys coming down the sideline saying, hey, let's go to our heavy package. We'll see what happens here. But they're finding a lot of success on those screen games to the outside.
First and goal. Lisa, touchdown, Provo. Lasaw in from 3 yards out. The Dogs match it.
Yeah, Lasaw. You sit there, you think of Logan Lasaw. There's a lot of Lasaws. Provo, they're finding a new identity without their 2 monstrous linebackers. And are they going for 2 now? No, the kicker's coming out. So let's see what happens here.
17, Moses Vainuku.
Now, why is the holder setting the tee? I haven't seen that ever. And Moses Vainuku with a 1-on-1, he's just going to do a jab step kick. I have not seen this before.
Kick is up, and that blocked. Nay by the Viewmont special teams.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the kicker. That's one very interesting thing. If you're going to do a 1-step, you have to have your right foot forward for a jab step kick. They're trying to get the ball off quicker, but if you do that, a lot of times you don't get the trajectory that you want with the ball. So a lot of interesting things coming from the Provo special teams.
21-18, and the worst part here is now you got to kick it off, and that Viewmont offense coming back on the field with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Viewmont, they've been running well, they've been passing well. They have a chance to hit 28 points in this first half, and that's right on cue for them. And Moses going into the wind. We'll see what happens here.
Number 21, Nathan Savage.
Should be a returnable ball, but I'd still have my returner's heels on the 5, not on the 10. but I'm a special teams connoisseur.
This kick deep and into the end zone. It
Good
will not be
job.
returned.
Vainuku's kick into the end zone where it'll be a touchback. First down.
Touchback, and
on the 20-yard
Viewmont
line.
will come out at their own 20.
Yeah, Vainuku's doing a good job on those kickoffs. Props to him. So, Viewmont, this is interesting. If they can get down the field, they're going to be up by 10 going into the half if they do it quick, or they're giving Provo another chance. What are you going to do, Dane?
I'm running it here, and this is a big drive. Viewmont had the first possession of the game, so if they score, if Provo can get a stop here and they get the ball to start the second half, you can actually find yourself in the lead.
Ooh, I like it.
But you got to get a stop.
Screen.
Oh, that's a little deceptive screen there, Moose.
Oh.
And Provo, that defense was ready for it as they take Jetson down for a loss on the play.
That could have been a helmet-to-helmet right there. If you're going through the rules that you were going through, he was defenseless being brought down. There was a helmet-to-helmet right there. But that little screen going through the middle didn't work out like they thought it would, and that's -5.
Well, it looked like they were trying to show the outside screen, and they leaked it up the middle.
Yeah, a little tunnel screen is
Yeah.
what you call that. Interesting play.
Pistol formation, second and long. Jacobs on the keeper. That one comes out. Another fumble. The ball is still loose. And I think Viewmont's on it, but this is back inside their 5 as Jacobs lost it, and it's going to be 3rd and forever.
Coach Jones is losing his mind over there. He's not happy about what's going on. Jacobs got to hold on to the ball.
On the 5-yard line.
Wow.
Boy, and here's the thing, Moose. When you talk about Provo getting a stop, all of a sudden, with where Viewmont is, you can have a short field for Provo. You can still score to take the lead at the end of the first half.
Wow. Crazy.
Man, that's huge. It'll be 3rd and 25 for Viewmont at their own 5-yard line.
So we're going to be looking for Father Christmas right here, I'm willing to bet. And they put Drew DeShure over there in safety to kind of double coverage him, it looks like.
Jacobs from his own end zone looking deep for Noel, and that thrown to midfield and incomplete.
He put everything behind it, threw the ball 55 yards in the air, just not accurate enough. Now it's a big-time punt.
On the play by number 3, Talo Taki at number 6.
You got to get this to roll right here if you have a chance of stopping them.
You need something to help flip this. It could be a short field here for the Bulldogs.
This is where punters make their money right here. And Provo does an interesting thing. Let's see if they come after the ball too. Because they've got 2 returners, 1 short, 1 long, to try to defend both types of punts in case he's doing a rugby. But we'll see what happens here.
I think second punt of the game for Viewmont. That's off the side of the foot, angled, and it does not take a favorable Viewmont bounce. It will be out of play inside the 40. Provo will come out at the 39 of Viewmont short field here for Condi and company.
So the puncher right there, to fix that, he's got the ball too far outside and it came off the side of his foot. You have to have the ball right over your right leg. The ball needs to be right over your right leg. If he had the ball over his right leg, right over it, it would have been okay. It's so important. The drop is 90% of the punt.
First down for Provo. Condi handing it off. And Viewmont there, able to limit the gain there for Harward.
Honestly, great run by Harward. He should have been taken down 2 yards short. He still got 5 yards after contact. You love to see that yards after contact by the running back. And Harward's one of the best in the state at getting that.
2nd and 8. Condi, little play action, looking over the middle, running out of time. Kyson staying upright, and that ball into the dirt, incomplete. Just short, had a target open, intended there for DeShure. Just maybe a yard underthrown.
He wishes he could have that one back, but he was running.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
It's tough. I mean, if you can't get your feet set especially when you're new to the position. It's very, very difficult.
Well, and his receiver's running opposite the direction he's running, so you're having to throw across. I mean, that is not an easy throw.
Yeah, that's an Aaron Rodgers throw. I always laugh. People that are going into the NFL, I'll finish this thought in a minute.
Third down, Condi looked like he wanted the deep sideline route, not trying to buy time, nowhere to go. I thought he was outside the pocket there, but I don't know if that got past the line of scrimmage, and it did not. So I think this is going to be intentional grounding potentially here, Moose.
Brings up 4th down.
Looks like it.
My understanding is it has to be past the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage is at the 37 here, so
refs are talking about it.
Yeah. I don't see a flag coming out. Okay.
On the kick for Provo, number 17, Moses.
Yeah, that throw that Condi was trying, it's an Aaron Rodgers type throw. And so that's the interesting thing is all the rookie NFL quarterbacks, when they go in, all the quarterback coaches and gurus say, do not watch any Aaron Rodgers film because he does so many things like that going across and whatnot. Another whistle. What's going on? Oh, looks like armband infraction or something. I don't know. 20's coming off the field, and Jordan Dunn.
Yeah, it was one of those. We'll get into that here after the punt. 4th down. Kicks away. And this fair catch. Signal
Good
4 taken to the
job.
9.
Fair catch by number 21, Nathan.
That one was an adornment issue. I actually saw a little bandanas coming out of the back of the helmet. That is an illegal adornment.
The
Send him
bandana.
off.
It'll get you.
It'll get you. That's why I don't wear one. It's why I cut my hair so I look bald. It makes it a whole lot easier, Moose.
I'm trying to keep my hair as long as possible. I say my morning and nightly prayer saying, good Lord, just help me keep my hair.
Hold on to it for a little longer, please.
It's what makes the money.
2:52 to go here in our first half. Viewmont offense back out on the field, starting inside their own 10. A couple fumbles for Viewmont, surprisingly, in this first half. They haven't done a lot of damage to them yet, as Jacobs here on the carry will pick up 7.
He's trying to pull a lot of time off the clock. There's 2:42 left. He only got 8, which is a bit disappointing on that one. I'm used to him to getting at least 10, but it gave him breathing room as well. So, Coach Jones is smartly, he's still got 3 timeouts, and he's trying to just get down the field, eat a lot of the clock, so if they don't get what they want, there's not a lot of time left for Provo to get points on the board.
Once again, they've split Noel out far to the top of the screen. They'll go on the ground here with McGrath, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he'll have it.
Oh, man. McGrath, the crime-fighting running back out there.
That's one where, look, I mean, if you're going to split Noel that far out, I mean, it's just kind of take your time before you say, hey, we're going to trust our guy one-on-one, right? We've seen him do it this entire first half. It's led to good things.
Well, I like having him that far out because it draws the attention of the safety. So the safety can't come in at run support. He has to always check with Noel. And so it gets the safety thinking. The more the safeties are thinking, the worse off we are.
First down, Jacobs, keeper, Luke slithering through this defense as he's got a first down up to the 33.
Slithering through the defense, I love it. Slithering, he's like a snake out there, inside, outside. Woo! I love it. And they're eating up yards, but the clock isn't their friend anymore.
Yeah.
Down to 134.
And I'll tell you, the clock operator here was, look, he was interested in getting that thing going.
Here we go.
First down.
They know they can Little John this at any time with shots.
Jacobs. Boy, he's got a lot of room. Instead, he's got Noel behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 20. A huge gain by Noel, and it's first and 10 at the Provo 16.
Father Christmas again. When it rains, it snows, and when it snows, you go to the first Noel. My goodness gracious.
They lost him, Moose.
Oh, but the safety, they saw the running. This is the hard thing going against Viewmont. You see the quarterback running around, and you're like, oh, I got to go support the run. Then you see Noel running past you, and you're like, oh, crap. It's tough.
Just like that, Viewmont is in business. This ball is down at the 13. My apologies. It's 1st and 10 at the 13 for Viewmont.
Wow.
Looking for points here to close out the half. We're inside of a minute to go. McGrath on the carry, nowhere to go. Stuffed by that Provo run defense.
The line of scrimmage.
And we might have our first time out here taken by
Brought down
Viewmont.
by number 22, Bennett Paulson.
You'll
We have a
see.
flag.
The markers on the play.
Yeah, we do have a flag. This looks like
Heading
maybe a
back.
holding call.
Holding on Viewmont.
Against Viewmont.
Boy, costly penalty there. Think about some of the miscues of Viewmont. Obviously, the 2 fumbles. You're inside the red zone, holding penalty, backing them out. I mean, you had another penalty, stall a drive earlier as well.
That is quite a hold, too.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, again, it's a spot penalty, right? So in this case, it was about a yard behind the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 1st and 21.
Whew. Well, luckily you've got multiple receivers that are over 6'5".
That you do. Jacobs to throw on 1st down over the middle. He's got a man. That caught.
Oh, great
Big
hit.
reception made there by Jepson. And now we will get a timeout taken here by the Vikings as that picked up the penalty yardage and more. It'll be 2nd and about 4 after the timeout here from Viewmont.
Man, that clears the sinuses right there
Yes,
for Jepson.
it does.
Woo! That was a big hit.
Big hit. But how about the job digging out of the penalty there, Moose? Because now you've really got open playbook here. You still got 2 timeouts.
You got
32 seconds left.
Well, 2 timeouts. You're 2nd down, so you can still go 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down. So not a bad situation going on right now.
And here's the other thing. Even if you let's say you get to a 4th down, do you take the field goal here? That makes it a 6-point game. We haven't seen Provo convert after a touchdown yet. I mean, that's interesting mix in the cards. Obviously you got to play 2nd and 3rd still, but
Do you trust your kicker? That's the question. But
he's looked
I
pretty
think
strong on PATs.
He has looked good on PATs. But we're going to see what goes on. I mean, you got to take shots with your receivers, and taking shots with your receivers, you want to get multiple guys on those receivers, which opens running lanes, and you're close enough for a 1st down.
What about a reverse?
I wouldn't do a reverse here, to be honest with
wouldn't?
you.
Okay.
No.
What about a sweep?
I wouldn't do a sweep.
All right.
Just because if I'm Coach Jones, I've got the tall athletes, and that gives me my advantage.
Jacobs on 2nd and 6. Tucks it. Takes it to the 5. That'll be about it. It'll be 3rd and 1. Coach Jones will take another timeout.
Jacobs rushing on the play.
See, I guess here was my thought, right?
Okay.
A lot of people, to your point, right? You've got a matchup on the outside. You've got the ability to just kind of jump ball it. Do you maybe catch them off guard with a run there? And for me, my thought on the reverse or on the sweep was you get it outside of Jacobs' hands again, trying to give them a different feel, see if you can't, kind of catch them by surprise.
The hard thing with me with reverses and sweeps is it's always behind the line of scrimmage, and you can give up yards in that situation, especially when these Provo Bulldogs are pinning back their ears and going upfield. If you have guys going upfield and not pausing, that's when bad things happen.
Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
I cannot wait to talk to you at halftime.
Okay. Why is that, Dave?
You're not in trouble. I just really want to have that conversation.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, did I swear on air again?
You did not. You did not. Moose, you're not being escorted out of the stadium at halftime, but I want to pick up that conversation.
Oh.
3rd and 2 here for Viewmont. Empty backfield for Jacobs. He's going to run it again. Finds a lane. Jacobs to the end zone. Touchdown, Viewmont. Luke Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play calls. Everything going their way right there on that one. Father Christmas setting him up there, and Scott Noel with the beautiful catch. But way to go to get down and the touchdown with 15 seconds left. That is just demoralizing right there to them. And that puts them up by possibly 10, depending on what happens on this PAT.
Boy, that was low, but has enough to get through. 28-18. Viewmont with a 10-point lead here on the road.
Man, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And that PAT just proved it right there. The Sidewinder into what's going on. Usually you get that Sidewinder when your holder is spinning the ball when you go to kick it.
Moose, they started that drive about 2:39 left at their own 9-yard line. They go 91 yards in 2:15. What a way to close out the first half.
Must be nice.
No kidding, huh? 4 touchdowns of the night for Jacobs. 2 on the ground, 2 through the air. Needless to say, Luke and Navy, that might be a pretty good match.
Yeah, no joke. Luke, he's accurate enough. I don't see him as a quarterback at the next level. Kind of a Britton Covey type receiver or possible defensive back. But he's a kid that's athletic enough that he could play just about anywhere in the skill positions. And for Navy, he could be a great quarterback. I mean, Ken Numatolo came in and took Carson Lopati this last year.
Yeah.
He has a thing for Utah quarterbacks at the next level. And they're recruited really well out here by Va'a Numatololo. Almost got us again.
You know, can I tell you this? One of the items, actually, we'll save this for the second half. That's a tease. Look, it's a 10-point game. You don't want to go anywhere. We got more great notes coming up in the second half in this matchup, but Viewmont here to kick off and see if Provo can find a little bit of home magic here late in the half as that kick is fielded.
Okay.
They did not cross the goal line. So brought up to the 23-yard line is where Provo will come out on offense.
It's almost worse to return that, honestly.
I agree.
Because you're just let it go into the end zone at the end of the half.
You lose 5 seconds to pick up 3 yards.
Because you could pull some Boise State shenanigans out there with Statue of Liberties. And
all right, now you're fired.
Ladders.
Now you're fired.
All right, now I'm getting out of the booth. I'll see you guys next year. No, but that's when you can pull it out. But with 10 seconds, it's just take a knee and go into halftime if you're me.
Well, Coach Chambers disagrees. The shotgun formation here for Condi. And Kyson will keep it, looking up the middle. And I'm guessing that will be it. Indeed, it will. A touchdown with 15 seconds left for Viewmont. They've got a 10-point lead as Coach Jones jumping for joy to take his group into the locker room. They hold the lead at the break, 28-18 over Provo. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates, Western Governors University, Salt Lake Running Company, and UCCU.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Welcome back here. Start of the second half. Provo and Viewmont. 28-18. Viewmont gets that big touchdown late in the first half. Provo will start with the ball. Moose, if you're the Bulldogs, offensive opportunities have been there. What have you got to do to kind of get back in this ball game?
What I've really liked is on the offense, their screen game is phenomenal. So I think they're going to be doing a little more screens. It should open up other passes. You guys, stop doing that. You hopped off sides. It's stupid.
Penalty markers on the play.
I was actually really surprised. In the first half, remember that the one that went like 3 yards across,
times,
and they didn't call it. And I was like, maybe I'm wrong on the rule, but
that drives me nuts. And I like Kingston Mickens; he's very fast. But goodness, hold your water. They
Well, the
probably
other thing
got-
for me is that, like, to show that fake from 2 yards back, it's like it doesn't allow for a lot of room for error.
No, and the crazy thing is, Provo's just kind of coaxing him right here, leaving that middle open. But let's stop doing that, please. Gosh.
I'll let you text Drew after the game.
I'm very opinionated on special teams, as our devout
We've come to
fans
find
of
out, yeah.
millions and millions know.
Viewmont here to kick off, and this will be returnable, taken by Ducher at the 6. Here comes number 6. Good lane up the right side and tackle to the 34.
Drew Ducher.
So
we're gonna get a flag here.
Flag.
Yep. This is behind the play. There was a late kind of block where a Viewmont player took a Provo player to the floor, so we're going to have extra yardage here, I believe, for the Dogs.
So here's the difference with that. If you don't do that silly little fake onside thing every time,
34-yard line.
you're starting on the 20 instead of the 50. The 50.
Personal foul.
This is
called
crazy
against
to
Viewmont.
me. Oh my gosh. Just,
First down for the Bulldogs
sorry,
from the
49,
49.
not the 50.
Yeah,
but
quit exaggerating,
still.
Moose.
Oh, I'm dying up here, dang.
Provo, good field position.
Good job, Provo. Holding your water, not jumping off sides on the fake onside kick every
See if
time.
this can spark the Bulldog offense. Shotgun for Condi. He'll hand off.
Oh,
Harward.
great job.
Nowhere to go. Penalty flag here from the side is coming in to make the tackle there was Jet Wiles.
Markers on the play.
And we'll see
Who's tackled by number 11, Jet
what this
Wiles.
is. I'm not certain if it was
Great
maybe a face mask or if it was a
penetration.
hold. Looks like to be on Provo.
Great penetration by the Viewmont, and it's a face mask.
Called against
Oh, not the way you want to start the game. The Energizer Bunny on the other side, Andrew Jones, is going to be ticked with what's going on here. So that gives them a 1st and 5.
How about
start on the opposite side of the field?
20 yards of penalties.
My
First
goodness.
2 plays.
20 yards of penalties and a nice kick return by Condi. Or Ducher, I apologize.
1st and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Oh, nice patience there by Harward. He's trying to dig for a little more yardage. He'll pick up a pair here on the carry.
Man, great digging, great leg churning. My goodness gracious, what a great job. But that gives them 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 on the first series on the opposite 46 going into the end zone. My goodness, what a great job by Provo.
Did you try for a big passing play here, Moose?
Of course.
Trips to the bottom of the screen. It'll be a screen. This caught by Ducher. Ducher ahead, 1st down and more for Provo inside the 40.
So, once again, Provo's wide receivers doing a phenomenal job on blocking on those screens. You want to just get down the alley as a wide receiver and attacking those screens. You're going to get your wins because of how far off the second defensive back is playing.
And we talked about Ducher. I was really looking for him to have a big night. I think that's only his 2nd reception, maybe his 3rd. I wonder if you see them going for 6 more in the second half.
They should, because he's been very successful.
1st down. Here is Ducher. Another screen. He's ahead for a gain there of 6.
Awesome play. You know, if you're getting 6 every time, why not just keep doing that until they can stop it? They're attacking everyone.
Well, and
so it should be interesting.
The other thing is with Harward's ability to run the ball, right? If they're going to really focus on that screen, you can set up some opportunities to get Harward in space as well.
Because it spreads out the defense, and then you can go right at the middle and get right behind Strands McNeese.
This is Hefo in the backfield here to the left of Condi. Condi on the keep. Good blocking up front. Kyson cut down just a yard shy of the sticks. Be 3rd and short.
Great tackle right there by Viewmont. So, Provo's they had some great halftime adjustments. That's what I like to see. Coaches with big brains making great decisions in halftime. And Viewmont didn't help themselves out at all going into this half.
Big 3rd down. 3rd and 1 here for Provo.
If Viewmont can get in the backfield and get a TFL, that's what they're looking for. But Provo needs to get just 1 yard
On the ground, first down, and still on his feet. What a carry by Harward inside the 20 to the 17, first and 10.
Crazy thing for me, this is just their third set of downs, and they're within the 20. They're in the green zone, as Provo likes to call it here.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay, all right.
I've been asking around.
All right, all right.
Green means go in the end zone when you're in the green zone.
You talk about the adjustments. We talked about Condi in that first half. You could tell the rhythm just wasn't quite there. He was, kind of skipping some throws. Here, he's looked dialed in. Easy throws on those screens get him in a rhythm.
His confidence is coming back too.
Yeah, it is. He'll hand off. Harward looking for a lane. Not much there. This Viewmont defense stagnates it for a gain of 1.
Viewmont came in, and their defensive tackle over there, number 75,
Second down for the Bulldogs.
Tu'u Moala came in and went to tackle Condi, and he's like, wait, you don't have the ball? Not quite ready for that. You got to make sure the person you're tackling has the ball, young man, and good things will happen.
Hey, that's just being assignment sound, right, Moose?
But what he did that was smart is he didn't take him to the ground. He just wrapped him up, which I liked.
2nd and 9. Condi, throw near side. Nowhere to go. What a great defensive play by Deegan Leroy there to drop it for a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, finally, the Viewmont defensive backs are like, we're sick of getting blocked. Just going to shuck their defender, get that TFL, and that's what you're looking for.
And it is 3rd and 12 here for Provo. And what was a short field, good drive. Now they got some work to do on this 3rd down.
Yeah, right on the edge of the green zone right there.
They'll stay on the ground on 3rd down. Not a lot of room there for Harward. And it will be 4th and 10 here for Provo.
Emmett Pan over there with a little extracurricular activity, blocking the defensive back all the way down. Way to go, Emmett Pan, but not quite what we're looking for right now.
And they're going to come out and try the field goal, Moose. They've been unsuccessful on 2 PATs. I'm kind of surprised by this.
Well, you know what? It's a 2-possession game. I like it, honestly. I don't like that their holder is setting the tee. The reason I don't like that is because the kicker needs to go, okay.
So this will be a 35-yard field goal attempt for the Bulldogs as the kick is up, and he splits it. Oh, no. Wow, I thought that looked good.
Yep. From our angle, it's a little difficult to see, but that was wide right.
The official had like a stalled reaction. Right now, Coach Chambers is asking for an explanation. I thought that looked good, but you're right. We are on an angle. I'm not meaning to question the officials. They're sitting right under the post. They have the best view of all.
Yeah, I'd always laugh. There were times in my career where I would miss a field goal, and I'd hear my parents loud as can be cheering, saying, "Woo, go Moose!" And I'm like, I missed. I'm sorry. But that's a switch of downs right there, it looks like.
You missed field goals, Moose?
I missed one in practice. It was rough. It's always rough when you have the Gatorade Player of the Year, Ammon Olsen, trying to take your head off with a football, faking you out. But refs given the explanation. It was wide.
And are they going to try this again?
Possibly.
Did we have a whistle?
They kicked it awfully quick.
Oh, looks like, I don't know what happened. We're going to kick this again.
Okay.
There's no penalty. So I don't know if it was just a quick snap and we're just going to replay the down, but we'll try from 35 again here.
Hey, happy day for the kicker right there.
Kick is up. It's got the distance. And this splits it.
Wow, okay.
35 yards.
Here we go. Like it, Vainuku. You get all your points back in one swing of the leg. I'm not quite sure what the call was, but Vainuku is pumped about it.
I'm not sure either, but I don't think any Provo fans are going to contest it. It's back to a one-possession game, Moose.
Coach Jones out there trying to get an explanation on why you get a mulligan, but you know what? Sometimes on the golf course I get a mulligan as well, and so you can get that in football too, I guess.
I mean, it had to just be a quick snap. That's the only thing I can think of, right? The officials didn't whistle for players. I'm at a loss. I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes you get those nice little breaks as a kicker. One day I actually kicked the ball high and it was over the post and I knew I missed it. The ref didn't. He looked at me. I put my arms up and said, "Woo!" And then he looked at his partner, didn't know. And then he put his arms up just looking at me.
Oh, man.
So sometimes it's better to just be friends with the refs and say, way to go. But happy day for Provo. Things are looking up.
That is a great story. So, look, they say confidence is 90% of the battle. There you go, Moose?
Well, it wasn't physical ability for sure. But this is amazing to watch. So Provo right on the board coming out in the second half. Viewmont just kind of gifting them those points, but staying very strong in the green zone and not giving up a touchdown.
Yeah, you talk about the penalties, obviously assisting that drive and getting them in field goal range. Provo able to capitalize. Now they need that defense. Look, they forced a couple turnovers. Great for Provo, but they've got to find a way here to stand up in this second half.
Woo!
That's a good start.
That's one way to do it.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Dropped here. Actually, they're going to say, loss of 2 there on the carry.
Wow. KJ Brady flying in there. Goodness gracious. Wow. That was intense. Viewmont better be coming. Okay, what's going on now?
Got an official stoppage here. And,
there's a flag.
This might be
penalty markers on the play.
Is that participation? I'm trying to remember hand on the chest.
Well, we're way past the Pledge of Allegiance. My gosh.
This was the same penalty that we had on the long Jacobs touchdown run. It was enforced on the kick. It was that same indication, and I apologize. I don't remember what that is. I'll have to go look it up.
If someone knows what that indication is, hit me up on Twitter at MooseB90. We'll let everyone else know.
This throw to the outside, incomplete, little too hot there to handle.
Falls incomplete. His intended target was number 16.
Viewmont coming out a little bit timid right here. Pretty surprising. I thought their foot would be on the gas, just going after this Provo defense. But great halftime adjustments by Provo.
The defense certainly looks like they are they're geared up, man. A substitution infraction.
Okay.
Per Google. As Viewmont here trying to run it, they'll pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4 here.
Provo hanging tough, the young guns. Little Bulldogs going out there and doing a great job. This game is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a one-possession game after that second field goal right there.
Yeah, we've seen how quickly Provo can take advantage of situations. And, boy, you get a stop here. Get that offense back on the field. Jacobs looking near side, caught.
Oh, wow.
Guess who?
Father Christmas coming in strong. Scott Noel.
Gain of 8 and a first down for Viewmont.
Man, the reason I go with Scott Noel and how he earned that nickname. Scott Noel, if you've ever seen
first down, Viewmont,
the movie with Tim Allen called
Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus. His name is actually Scott. So Scott Noel, Santa Claus, Father Christmas. Love it.
Yeah.
Man, so Viewmont, that was a key first down right there. Keeping this drive alive, you get the defense getting tired little by little, and you start wearing them down.
Nice lane there for McGrath. How about the clock management of Viewmont? I mean, I feel like, look, they've been able to establish a run. That's kept the clock moving. Obviously, big plays, timely plays through the air. But, man, they've really just shortened this game, Moose.
Yeah.
Second down.
And it's been really cool to see.
For the Vikings.
They're about 50% run, 50% pass right now. They're doing a great job spreading the ball out and keeping this Provo defense on their heels. They've got a 3-man front right now because they don't know if it's going to be runner or pass or what's going on.
Jacobs, again, boy.
Wow.
That's the benefit of having 6'3", huh? I'm just going to loft it over the linebacker. Let my guy go get it.
6'3". That's a little more than 6'3". Scott Noel's 6'6". But that ball was beautiful. He was threading the needle over one defender, under another, and right into the hands of Father Christmas. Yeah, beautiful play.
I was thinking Madro, 6'3". You're right, Noel is 6'6".
Yeah.
We talk about the length of Viewmont. It's been on display tonight.
My goodness gracious. Makes a quarterback look good when your receivers are that big.
First down. Back to the ground, McGrath.
Oh!
McGrath picking up 5 on the carry.
Great job, McGrath.
For a gain of 4 on the play.
Still on the ground, everybody? Okay, everyone's up, looking good.
Diaz in on the stop.
Great job right there, getting 5 and slipping under the defenders. When you've got Strands Magnesi in there at the 0 tech, that's a lot of man to move, to be honest with you. And Viewmont is going to get one of their top offensive linemen back in 3 minutes and 32 seconds in Trey Price. Happy day for them.
When we heard that, I was wondering how this line would hold up, but they've been strong. Little pump fake, double move on the outside, and that ball coming back and making the grab. Oh, my goodness, that almost thrown up, and it was the sophomore Kingston Mickens who goes up and pulls it down for Viewmont at the 21.
Oh, my gosh, just a sophomore, great cornerback. And that's what I like about Kingston. You think he's going to beat you fast down the side, but those comeback plays are hard to defend. Just, it's difficult. You think the receiver's still going, and then pop, pop, pop. He beats the drum and gets back, and you just can't defend it.
And a great job to keep his feet in bounds, too. That's right on the sideline, able to come down in play and move the chains.
Yeah, you're seeing a bunch of these Viewmont guys going both ways right now.
On the ground, McGrath wrapped up.
Woo.
Good job by that Provo front, and coming up with the stop there was Lasalle.
Behind the line of scrimmage, by number 7, Tanahi Lasalle.
Goodness, only 2:37 left in this third quarter. It's been flying by, Dane.
Yeah, this is just the second possession of the quarter. Provo had that short drive, a lot of clock, took 6 minutes to move the ball 30 yards. And Viewmont here has taken care of the next 4.5. Play action. Jacobs looking for 6. End zone. Intercepted. Picked off in the end zone by the Provo defense. It's Ducher with the pick. And the Bulldog defense gets the stop it needed.
Wow, Drew Ducher getting it done on both sides. Scott Noel, that was underthrown just a little bit. Couldn't quite get it, but getting the ball back on the 20, Provo got life in their system now. 2:12 left in the half, and it's going to be interesting to see what they can do.
The underthrow has been Viewmont's kind of secret weapon tonight. That's the first time Provo's made them pay for it. They really haven't even had a lot of pass deflections on the underthrow tonight.
No. Ducher, great play, high pointing that ball, getting it in his arms, and then having the wherewithal to go down in the end zone to get it to the 20.
See if Provo can take advantage of the turnover, second turnover of the game. And we'll get a delay of game here.
The groaning, the collective groan from the crowd after that delay of game.
You never like to see delays after you've got all the time. All the time in the world, right?
You've got all the momentum in the world right there.
Yeah.
Excitement. You're only down by 7. You can get this game within 7 like that.
1st and 15. Now for the Dogs. Has a man just incomplete. Was looking for Hefo. Couldn't tell if that got deflected by Viewmont on the way.
It got deflected twice.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah. Hit one guy, hit another guy, and it was still a playable ball, but dangerous.
Brings up second.
Looks like 75's helmet came off. That's Yone Diaz, 6'2", 300 pounds. And it's always scary for me when offensive linemen's helmets come off because you don't have that continuity and the communication with a new guy hopping into the lineup.
Second down here for Condi. Condi running out of time and was looking the way there of Lauanai. Incomplete.
Yeah, he's lucky he had a receiver out there just throwing the ball away. Could have been intentional grounding.
That'll stop the clock here. 2:04 to go in the third. 3rd and 15 here for Provo.
They got to take advantage of these turnovers. This is the 3rd turnover of the game, and they only got 6 points off the turnovers so far.
3rd and long. Condi, boy, pressure, but it's for a screen. And couldn't keep his footing. Hefo just couldn't keep his balance. He'll get to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th down.
He tried to hurdle his own lineman and just couldn't quite get over him.
Brings up 4th down for the Bulldogs. Back to punt for the Bulldogs, Ezra Tuilavuka. Back to receive number 21,
4th down.
Savage.
Provo to kick it away.
Big punt right here.
That angled near the Viewmont sideline and out. Viewmont will come out starting in Provo territory when we come back. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's game of the week. First down for Viewmont. Jacobs looking near side, penalty flag here on the field coming from the near side official.
Plenty of penalty markers. What's going on? The ref's ready to step out.
Wonder if this is going to be a men on the line of scrimmage issue.
Illegal substitution?
No, I think that's ineligible receiver downfield.
Penalty called against Viewmont.
Always got to figure out what's going on with these guys. Holy Hannah.
Provo had a penalty on their first down to back it up. Viewmont here matching it. See if they can dig out from behind the sticks.
They're still starting at the 50. I mean, this is good. Like, the quarterback can take it 10 yards at will. You've still got a great tight end / wide receiver in Father Christmas over there. There's a lot of good things happening.
They'll go on the ground. McGrath trying the right side. Still on his feet. McGrath able to pick up 11 yards.
Well, that's one way to do it, to get to 2nd down and 4. Just big old toss to McGrath right there. Wow.
That's a great way to get back penalty yardage and more.
To the Vikings.
Second down here and 5. Do you take a shot here if you're Viewmont?
I would, because we've got these huge receivers out there. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Coach Jones, smarter man than I am. I can't wait to watch.
They'll go back to the ground. McGrath brought down from behind. That was big 99. Montiaki in there on the stop.
Really, this is no man's land, so it should be 2 downs if you don't get the first down. And with this, I mean, take 2 running downs at this point. But 10 seconds left, you get Trey Price back, the mammoth from Tooele. Holy Hannah, let's see it.
Yeah, they're going to take this to the 4th as Viewmont still holding on to a touchdown lead here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. 28-21 Vikings. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of View.
Start of the 4th quarter. 3rd down for Viewmont. Trying to keep this drive going.
And this is really interesting right here that they're going no one in the backfield.
Jacobs designed run. Provo was ready for it, and he won't get back to the line. A loss of 1 for Luke on the play, and it'll be 4th and 4 here for the Vikings.
That's where you like to have a running back there to show different things, and it looks like they're bringing out the punt team? Really?
Wow.
Scott Noel is not happy about that. That puts Provo right back in the game.
For the Vikings on the punt, number 9, Britton Christensen, back to receive.
I wonder if they're going to try to do a hard count and bring some of these Provo guys off.
I almost wonder if there was some miscommunication there. As players were coming off, there seemed to be some confusion, some conversation about what had happened. It's pure speculation there, but it does bring up the 4th and 5, and
penalty markers on the play. Delay of game.
The delay here will back it up, make it 4th and 10. So now the
and honestly, the puncher's happy about this. Helps your net.
Because that's all we care about, Moose.
Hey, us specialists got to stick together. But get him a better net. That's happy.
A punt here from Christensen. And, boy, that took a hard bounce. I was going to say that might have a shot, but it does end up in the end zone. And Provo will come out at their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line, first down.
With that punt, you have to angle it if you're going to drive it like that and not put as much hang time under it. You got to angle it to the end zone.
We haven't seen the offense. Haven't seen the offenses move the ball in this second half like we did the first half. Haven't had as many drives, but see if Provo still just one possession can.
This is a big play for Provo. They haven't driven it 80 yards yet. That's a hold.
Oh boy, somehow ends up in positive yardage there for Hefo. That play looked like it was destined to fail, and it's a gain of 8.
Lucky not getting called for a hold right there on the right defensive end. But, hey, better to be lucky than good. Great hard run. I like to see it, but got to be careful on those holding calls right there because that could have been 5-10 yards the other way.
It'll be 2nd and short here for the Bulldogs. Not much there. Viewmont able to limit the gain. Wiles in on the tackle on the Hefo run.
I thought one of these teams would come in and really want to drive the nail into the coffin, but neither one of them is taking their abilities and just shutting this game out. Viewmont hasn't scored this half, and Provo's only put up 3 points.
3rd and short here. Staying on the ground, McGrath first down.
Wow. Great run right there by Jamison Howard.
And there's a flag here after the play. We talked about a Viewmont player that drove a Provo player a little bit late a couple plays ago. I think Provo's going to be called on this one.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Once again, good form on the flag throwing, though. The home crowd wants it to go against Viewmont.
That's not happening.
But that's not going to happen. First down after the play, personal foul.
Yeah.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs.
Look, the most important thing for Provo is they got the first down.
They got the first down, though. So, basically, we're starting this drive over again, -1 yard after all of that, Dave.
Correct, yeah.
Still have to go 80 yards to get the touchdown and get this game tied up. But whenever these two teams face each other, it's always within 3 points, it seems. Last year,
38-35.
38-35, or Provo won.
Little screen here. Ducher. Oh, boy, big tackle made there. He could have been off to the races if it wasn't for Tubby.
Ducher is just so explosive. He's been doing that since he was a freshman. And he's been very, very, very impressive to me. One of my top wide receivers in the entire state. Just got to get the ball in his hands.
He's made some electric plays tonight, and it feels like they have targeted him a lot more here in half number 2.
Yeah. Both of these coaches are smart. You're not going to see them making the same mistakes one half to the next.
2nd and 1. Looking over the middle. Oh! Intercepted.
Wow!
Picked off by Mickens. He read the route beautifully.
Intercepted.
And Provo will have the ball near midfield Viewmont will have the ball near midfield, 1st and 10.
Tackle by number 44.
Penalty in the backfield, but
if this is a roughing the passer, that would negate it.
Kingston Mickens with a phenomenal play. That's why he's one of my top cornerbacks. Holding?
Yeah, they'll decline that.
Decline that.
It was a holding penalty on Provo.
Whoa.
It'll be declined, and Viewmont has the ball at midfield, 1st and 10.
This could be the nail in the coffin right here, Dane. You got to score a touchdown here if you're Viewmont.
You talk about teams putting it away, right? That can be the start. You move this ball 53 yards, that's putting it away. And in a region like Region 5 that's wide open, you got to learn how to do that if you're the Vikings and want to compete for a region championship this year.
Yeah, for sure. But I can't say how big that was. Kingston Mickens.
He's had some big plays tonight.
Big plays, good catches. He's been really impressive.
Is that his second interception?
I think it is.
He had the reception. I don't remember if he had another interception or not. I can't remember. They'll go on the ground here. Penalty flag in near the line of scrimmage, as McGrath will pick up a couple, but we'll sort out the laundry.
I love how McGrath is still fighting. That's what's fun to see.
Tackle by number 17, Moses Vianuku.
And Viewmont's already walking back.
Yeah.
I can't.
Holding called against Viewmont.
It feels, Moose, like we've had several holds in this second half on both sides.
Yeah. I can't tell you how big it's going to be to get Elias Usele back for region play. He is a difference maker at running back, one of my top 10 running backs in the state going into the season. And he hasn't played a game yet.
Yeah, he got hurt in the summer, and then he was just coming back, and he tweaked it again. They said he's been practicing. He could have gone tonight, but we want him to be fresh for region. And so they have elected not to play Usele tonight.
Oh, this is interesting. Trips to the bottom of the field. They're moving Father Christmas in there in the slot.
Yeah. So if they get a matchup, he's running right down the seam. They're looking for 82, and that's just too tall. Incomplete. Well-placed throw, Moose. That did not miss by much.
Honestly, not a bad play. He reached out for it. Great play. Sometimes it lands, other times it doesn't. That time it just didn't hit.
Brings up 2nd and 20 for the Vikings.
Man, well drawn up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how well you draw up the play. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit.
And it was a 1st and 20. You got to get some chunk plays here if you're going to end this drive with points.
I'd be looking for a screen just to get some yards back.
Jacobs looking, and just throws out away, incomplete.
22 down here saying, give me the ball. You love to see it from Landon Jepson.
And here's a chance for that Provo defense to respawn, Moose.
I've been impressed with Jacobs. He buys a lot of time with his legs, and it's smart to throw it away, too.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is just give one up, right?
Yeah.
Live to play another down. We've seen big plays from Viewmont tonight. Give yourself another chance. They do here on 3rd and 20. Pressure on Luke. Has a man down the sideline, knocked away.
Wow.
Good defensive play made there by Kyle Larson to break it up.
Phenomenal play. It should have been an interception, honestly.
There is a flag in the backfield. And I'm guessing this is going to be to Provo's advantage.
Both sides look unhappy for some odd reason.
Indication as a whole, that will be declined.
Okay, now Provo's looking happy. I've never quite seen it where both sides look a little perturbed.
I think both are kind of holding their breath like, please don't be on us. That's so many penalties. Don't give us another one. We can't.
Oh, man.
When you talk about the pace this game was played at, Moose, penalties are just killing this right now. And I don't say that blame the officials, but it's not allowing the offense to find rhythm. It's not allowing teams to take time off the clock. It's just elongating this and giving more opportunities both ways.
Yeah, in this formation, I would kick it to the bottom of your screen.
There's room there. Punts away. Instead, it's to the Viewmont boundary and out.
It'll be interesting where they mark it. Probably around the 30. Oh, generous mark by the refs on the 25.
On the 25-yard line will be first down for the Bulldogs.
How about the defenses flexing their muscle in this second half? And look, I mean, the offenses, we've seen a lot of penalties have kind of stagnated it, but defense have had to make some key stops, and they've done it.
Out of nowhere, that field goal was huge.
Huge.
Making this a one-possession game, and it was a missed field goal, and then he got his mulligan. And
yeah.
Wish you could get that in all sorts of plays in football.
Provo starting at their own 25, trailing 28-21. On the ground,
wow.
Hefo met in the backfield there by Cole Madro.
Number 15, Moxie
Madro, sorry.
Man, -3 on that play. The Viewmont Vikings just sailing right into the backfield, cutting up the offensive line of these Bulldogs.
Look, they talked about it. Coach Jones talked about it. We like our athleticism on the receivers. We want to stop the run, and they've done a really good job of that all night. Second and 12. This ball caught, tackled immediately. What a tackle made there by Tubby.
AJ Leonai brought down
as AJ had no hope on that one.
Loss of another yard. Provo's going the wrong way.
For the Bulldogs.
And look, you want to talk about a sure tackle. If Toby doesn't make that tackle.
Oh, it's 6.
It's 6, yeah. And Mickens here hobbling off for the Vikings. Not something that the Viewmont sideline wants to see.
Oh, that's not good with your star sophomore and one of the top cornerbacks in the state. Looks like cramps to me. Get the boy some pickle juice.
3rd and 13 here for Provo. Condi has Dusher. Up to the 46, and it's a first down on 3rd and long.
So if you're wondering why he's one of my top wide receivers in the state, right there, grabbing that pass brings new life into the Provo Bulldogs. Wow, first down. Big play. You're catching Viewmont on their heels, and no one's over the bottom receiver right here, Dusher. Throw it at him again.
They'll go on the ground. McGrath has a lane. McGrath in the open field. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Provo.
Wow. That
it was Harward.
That was amazing run by Harward. Holy Hannah. Great blocking out front. And the only man that would have caught him was Kingston Mickens, who's out of the game right there. So crazy to see. The momentum has shifted, and now for the all-important PAT. Hasn't made one yet, so we'll see what's going to go on with this PAT.
Jamison Harward, I am so sorry. I was just programmed. McGrath has been running the ball for Viewmont. It was Jamison Harward for Provo, taking it 50-plus yards to the house, and the chance for the tying points is good. 28-28. We are tied up with 6:19 to go here in the 4th.
Huge touchdown by Jamison Harward. This game is as tight as can be, Dave. Holy Hannah. Now, let's see how Viewmont can respond. Their offense has been sputtering this whole entire half. They haven't put anything up, and they've had opportunities, but it's been turnovers, interceptions, and punts, to be honest with you.
And penalties. Penalties have not helped the Vikings.
They were really clicking the first half, and I expected them to be at least 52 points by now.
They had 28 points in the first half, Moose, and I don't know. I mean, they maybe have 2 first downs in the second half?
Yeah. The defense for Provo has really tightened down.
This kick.
Returnable.
Not quite.
Unless you jump into the back of the end zone.
Boy, it feels like Provo has all the momentum on their side, Moose. What do you do here for your Viewmont offensively?
Hey, I'd be going to Father Christmas right now, Scott Noel. Trying to get him in some creative formations. I liked him out of the slot. moving them out of that 3-by-1. Let's see what they can do. Because the other thing is they've got the clock, but I would try to get a touchdown fast in this type of situation.
They'll start at their own 20. It's a tie ball game, 28 apiece. Provo looked out of sorts in the first half. It's been dialed in here in half number 2. Trying to hand the Vikings their first loss of the year on the ground. And they will give it to Madro out of the backfield. He's still on his feet. How about the gritty running of Madro? This looked to be stopped for minimal gain. Instead, it's a gain of 18.
Man, way to freaking go, Madro. I love to see it. I love to see legs that are churning. And that is a momentum shifter right there. The Bulldogs are on their heels.
First down, Viewmont.
And I love switching it up, right? I mean, we talk about, obviously, I was quote-unquote brainwashed with McGrath so much that I said he was the Provo running back. McGrath and Jacobs done so much. I love giving a different look there with Madro and just making this defense think a little differently. First down, back to McGrath as he surges ahead, a gain of 4.
Number 5, Miles McGrath.
Good run right there, tough. He got tripped up, or he could have been going for a big chunk right there. Now you see Strands McNeese coming in, and number 70 as well, Emmett Pan.
Yeah.
So 2 of the best offensive linemen are coming in on the defensive side of the ball to stop that rushing attack and try to contain the quarterback.
Second down. Once again, big hole right up the middle. And still on his feet as this is McGrath taking it across midfield to the Provo 44.
In about 13 on the play. Tackle by number 77, Strauss Mangisi.
Wow. Really good play right there. This is the Viewmont that we saw the first half. Getting the chunk plays, getting the yards, and now I'm willing you're going to see a pass play coming in here.
Pistol formation.
Provo's getting ready for that pass play too.
Staying on the ground, able to shield away one tackle. Roy taking it up, a gain of 2.
Man, sneaking away from those tackles is big.
Here's the thing, Moose. If you're Viewmont, you got 4.5 to go, right? Timeout here taken for an injury. I was just going to ask, though, if you're Viewmont, do you say, hey, guys, we want this to be the last possession? We got the ball. We can control the clock. We can kind of take the 4.5 off and try to finish the game on this drive, and so you just run?
You can, but if that's Emmett Pan, he's one of the top interior linemen in the entire state. That's the risk you hold of having your offensive lineman go both ways, and it is Emmett Pan.
Yep.
That is a huge loss for Provo if that is an injury to the big man.
He kind of gave a bit of a head nod there. He certainly hoped that's okay, but boy, the way they're kind of holding that arm,
you kind of need your arm to block.
You kind of do. You kind of do. You can cast that bad boy up, but not in the final 4.5. Of course, that's total speculation. We'd have to wait and see what the evaluation is on him. But second down and 9 here for Viewmont.
That's a big guy on both sides of the ball if he's out, and it looks like they're holding his wrist.
Yeah.
Not a good situation.
Second and 9. Back to the ground. McGrath is finding that lane. Takes it to the 38.
Great gritty run right there. Getting down, getting dirty, and fighting for those yards. McGrath coming in with 0 expectations, but he's been a featured running back in this offense.
And to your point, imagine when they get Wasele back. I mean, you've got a 2-headed monster out of the backfield here for Viewmont, mixed in with Luke Jacobs. You got a whole bunch of versatility.
I'm waiting for Luke Jacobs to pull this and run for the first down himself. And I think Provo's looking for that, but they're on their heels right now.
3rd and 4 for Viewmont. And we've got a timeout. Timeout going to be taken by the Vikings.
Coach Jones is heated. Something did not get communicated correctly right there. And this is 2-down territory. The 3rd down isn't just the third down and then you're going to punt it. You're not going to punt it if you're within the 40.
I want to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors that make this stream possible here on KSL Sports. I want to thank Western Governors University. Make 2022 the year of you. Education on your schedule, on your timing, and from your home. Visit wgu.edu to learn more and learn how you can earn up to $2,500 in scholarship from Western Governors University. I also want to thank Heidemann & Associates, a full-service law firm with locations throughout Utah County, throughout the Wasatch Front, down in St. George. If you have any legal needs, the experts at Heidemann & Associates will take care of you. Call 801-754-4240. 3rd and 4 for Viewmont. The toss. McGrath looking for a lane. Won't get it. The Provo defense gets the stop.
So right here, you have to go for it. This is the opportunity. Coach Jones isn't happy. He saw the lane, but McGrath did not. So there's two options here in my mind. You've got Scott Noel and you've got Luke Jacobs. With Luke Jacobs, you can fake a run with McGrath, pull it, and get the first down yourself, or you can look for Scott Jacobs with a little RPO situation.
Nearing 3 minutes to go, 4th and 6. The offense on the field for Vic the Viking. Jacobs, pistol formation, McGrath behind him. And we've got whistles here. And this is going to be a penalty on Viewmont.
Oh, Coach Jones is furious right now. Headset coming off and everything.
It's just felt a bit like unraveling, Moose. They had control of this game. And next thing you know, a penalty here, a penalty there, turnover, and it's just they haven't been able to put it away.
And you don't want to give your opponent 3 minutes with 3 timeouts.
And now you have to punt it.
Brutal, brutal situation right there. I'd almost just throw it up to Scott Noel instead of punting it, but
on to punt number 9, Britton Christensen.
It's just
back
rough.
to receive for the Bulldogs, number 10, Kyle Larson.
And Viewmont here will punt on 4th and 11 after the penalty.
Provo doesn't look to be coming after the ball.
No. Kicks away, angled, and takes a bounce into the end zone right along the sideline. Boys wouldn't stay in there for the Vikings, and Provo will get the touchback.
Man.
Penalty markers on the field.
That's brutal, but there's penalty markers. Is that the ball going in the end zone, or is that some extracurricular?
I think it had to do with extracurricular. On that far line, it looked like there was blocking extended beyond the sideline. My guess is this is a dead ball penalty.
Man, if that's a dead ball on Provo, that's not good. That's 95 yards you're going to have to go.
Well, it'd be half the distance, so it'd be 90.
90 yards, sorry.
But
math is not my strong suit.
But if it's on Viewmont, it's 15 more, and we wait the call here.
Who's it on?
Dead ball.
Viewmont.
Yep.
These penalties are killing Viewmont.
Called against Viewmont.
I don't know what the penalty count is tonight.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And Viewmont started the half with penalties and continues to give Provo yards. But is Emmett Penn out there, 70?
Is he at left guard? Is that 70?
Looks like it is, so he's okay. That's good news for all you Bulldog fans.
First down, Provo on the ground. Harward here.
Hand off to Jameson
ahead for a
Harward
gain of 4.
Great gain right there, and that is Emmett Penn over there at left guard.
Brought down by
Got his
8,
wrist
Ryan
taped up.
Lockhart.
He's good to go.
And number 75, Tuwanga Moales.
That clock ticking away as we're inside of 2.5 to go.
And Viewmont had control of this game. Provo looking to capitalize on the mental mistakes of Viewmont.
Second down, play action. Condi. That caught. Larson has the first down.
Pass complete to number 10, Kyle Larson.
It looks like the linebacker got his leg rolled up on too.
Tackled by number 13, Darren Tony.
Tough guy walking it out. Number 11, Jet Lyles, 6'2", 210.
Lyles made some nice stops here in this second half. Provo nearing midfield. Condi to throw again. Little out route. No, he's going to tuck this. Look the other direction. Trying to extend it. Kyson. and just throws that away. Is a late penalty flag coming in here.
That could be blocking downfield, but his helmet is off.
Pass went out of bounds.
Could be a Provo mental mistake on this one.
You're right. It's right along the line of scrimmage there, Moose. That's a good call. See if the officials there agree. The other thing is when the helmet comes off, I think you actually have to stop play. I don't think you can continue participating, so it might be that as well.
Well, it could be lineman downfield because the pass actually happened as well, and he was 5 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Right, but if the helmet is coming off, you have to disengage. You can't continue the play.
Tough rule.
It is. It's a very tough rule. Tell a football player in the middle of a play, by the way, you have to stop now.
You're doing a great job, but stop.
Wait for the indication here.
And I didn't see how the helmet came off.
Another dead ball, and it's on Viewmont.
Oh, man.
Wow. So they actually called the face mask would be how the helmet came off there, Moose.
Wow. Viewmont is just giving up yard after yard after yard.
My goodness. Huge penalties. And
that's about 30 yards of penalties just on this drive.
Yeah. I remember the first drive of this half started with penalties that led to the field goal.
And that's all they need now is a field goal.
Yep. Condi, screen, Hefo, nowhere to go. Read well.
Great job by that Viewmont defense right there. And you can see the defensive line getting in there. They're like, wait a second, this was a little bit too easy for us. It's never a good situation. You start looking for those guys coming across to crack you in the ear hole if you get in that easily.
Loss of 2. Trips to the bottom. Harward ahead for a gain of 5 on the carry.
Great job by Harwood.
That clock continuing to tick here. I'm kind of surprised they didn't take a timeout there.
Third down for the Bulldogs.
Provo's letting it just go.
Yeah.
They're feeling pretty confident. Okay.
It's 3rd and 7 here for the Bulldogs. Again, that clock inside of a minute now. And still 12 on the play clock. They don't look to be in a rush, and now they'll take a timeout.
Okay.
Wow. Timeout here by Provo.
Provo basically declaring this is the last drive.
Yes.
Which, hey.
And my guess is look, they hit about a 35-yard field goal earlier. That's really only another 17 yards. You don't have to go that far.
That's true, but this kicker has missed 3 PATs as well. And he's, in all reality, 1 for 2 on field goals.
Moose, where's your kicker confidence tonight, man? Come on.
My kicker confidence is not high tonight.
Well, we just need a play to prove you wrong. That's what we need, right?
Hey, prove me wrong. I'd love to see it, but my kicker confidence, it's not super high. Especially with Viewmont coming off the edges. They're doing a good job on their special teams. They've had a block as well.
Yep. Coming out of the timeout, what do you expect Provo to do here, Moose?
So I like Hayward's running. It's been really good, but if I've got Dusher on my team, got to get him the ball.
3rd and 7 for Provo. Pressure coming from Viewmont. Condi stepping up as Dusher. Outlets to him. Can't slide or can't get the first down. Did a nice job of kind of slipping through the original tackle. Is stopped short of the first down, and it will be 4th and 3. And you got to go for it here if you're Provo, right?
Huge play for Viewmont. If they can get the stop here, this game, they can start taking some shots with Scott Noel.
4th down, and Provo will go for it. Harward, first down for the Provo Bulldogs as Harward takes them to 25 will move the sticks.
Wow.
6 on the play.
Provo playing for the last field goal, it looks like. Would be a 42 right now.
First down, Condi, that pass deflected. Boy, great job. You talked about the job that this special teams group has done. How about Madro that time getting the paw up in the deflection?
Cole Madro, 6'3", 215. He had Nakembe Mutombo yelling at him, it felt like, with a no, not in my house. Wow.
Big swat there from Cole, the senior.
This Provo crowd is on their toes. My goodness gracious.
What a game.
Man, whoever chose this game of the week, good job.
They did well last week. They've done well tonight.
Wow.
2nd and 10. Condi over the middle, has a man. And
it's
that ball
dropped.
came out. And I think Viewmont has it.
It's either complete and Viewmont's ball. Oh, it's
Viewmont
Viewmont's ball.
comes up with it.
Wow. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Talkie on a route down the seam. It gets pulled, ripped out, and Viewmont jumps on it inside the 10, and the Vikings have the ball.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Made an athletic move, made the catch, and the ball came out. Holy Hannah. Oh, my goodness. Snap the ball quick before the replay comes in.
What a stop by Viewmont. Jacobs to throw. Looking deep down the sideline, just beyond the reach of his intended target. Was looking for Jepson.
Wow.
We're getting ready to have another look at that prior turnover. And, man, it was a good throw by Condi. And it was the hit that was put on by Nathan Savage. He was a young man that the staff of Viewmont talked to us about before the game, so they love him at safety. He's been making big plays, and he didn't even rip it. He just went to make the tackle, and that ball came out, and boy, Talkie is still feeling that one.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That was a turn of events. You could just feel the air come out of this whole crowd. They thought the game was in the bag with that catch.
You know, and here's the thing, and I'm not going to question the play calling at all. You've ran the ball. I'm sure fans are going to be like, why don't you keep running the ball and kick the field goal? But look, I love going for it there. That's a great throw. That's a play Talkie. Like, we have not seen that yet tonight, the fumble. It's just, sometimes things happen, man.
And it helps your kicker out. I didn't have a ton of confidence with a 42-yard field goal,
it was a long
to be
field
honest
goal.
with you.
2nd down. Jacobs looking far side, and then intercepted, picked off into the house of pick 6, and Provo takes the lead, and it's Drew Dushare.
My goodness gracious. He says you don't just throw it to me on offense. I'll do it on defense. Give me the ball. Great play by Drew Dushare. Wow.
We talked about targeting him in the second half, and how about coming up with a pick 6 with 16 seconds left as Provo takes their first lead of the night.
Oh my goodness gracious. Viewmont will still have some time, but not a lot with 16 seconds left on the clock.
Number 17, Moses Bayanuku.
My goodness.
Man, just flipping, flopping from each side. The momentum going back and forth. And get on the line, Emmett Pan. Nothing makes me more mad than someone not being out on PAT.
Point after. Good.
Wow.
35-28. Provo, the defense, putting the Dogs in front with 16 seconds left.
I thought it was over for Provo, to be honest with you.
I'm kind of
Viewmont got the ball back with that turnover, but this has been a seesaw of a beautiful game, Dave.
We talk about momentum and even play. I'm kind of surprised Viewmont didn't just run the ball and let's go to overtime.
You got to take some shots because they've had so many explosive plays, and they had to have something going into the half or into overtime.
For me, there's just such little time there.
Yeah.
You're so backed up. But, you know, I don't blame them, right? I mean, they have size mismatch. We've seen them attack that all night. It's just Dushare that comes up with a big play.
This is interesting. A new kicker fours. It's Ezra Tulavaka. And I think it's going to be a squib kick if you bring in a new kicker here. Try to take a little more time off the clock, so these up-backs better be ready to get that ball.
Yep.
And I'm wrong. Let it go.
It is fielded at the 3. Here's Jacobs. Luke Jacobs. And tackled at the 26 with 10 seconds to go.
The reason I say let it go on that, you preserved 6 seconds of time. Now you're just throwing the ball up. The one nice thing is if you are throwing the ball up, you do have the height, you do have what's going on. You just got to get enough time to get the ball up to your receivers. This quarterback can throw the ball 50, 55 yards, no problem. But I think he got a stinger on that return as well.
Yeah, he looks a little hobbled here.
Got hit right in the hip.
So 1st and 10, Viewmont. They're at their own 27-yard line, 10 seconds to go. Jacobs caught, popped, got to get out of bounds, tries to pitch it back. This ball on the turf, and Provo has it. Viewmont was looking for magic, and Provo ends up with it with 3 seconds to go.
Wow. Not the best decision right there of not getting out of bounds and living to see another day.
How about this? The whole student section has emptied, Moose. They are standing at the fence. They want to go celebrate with their team as the Bulldogs trailed all night. Trailed by 10 at the break. Provo did not allow any points in the second half.
Great coaching adjustments, and I think this goes to Drew Ducheur. He single-handedly won this game to Provo, for honest. I mean, he got the interception, not just one interception, but 2. He got his interception in the end zone,
yep.
And then the interception with Viewmont driving to get a pick 6. Drew Ducheur was amazing. Amazing tonight.
Take a knee. The Bulldogs have done it. They come from behind and have defeated Viewmont 35-28. Moose, you mentioned Drew Ducheur, our player of the game. Final thoughts of the contest.
I did not anticipate Viewmont coming out and not scoring a point in the second half, but I was very impressed with this Provo defense. Both of these teams, the cool thing about this is this game isn't a make or break for either one of them. They've got region play coming up, and both in difficult regions. I'm excited to see what happens, and this is a phenomenal game that I love watching. 2 great coaching staff, all great people. I just love seeing great Friday Night Lights games like this.
An instant classic here for Provo. They go on a 17-0 second half run to defeat Viewmont 35-28. Congratulations to Drew Ducheur, our player of the game. For everybody here at KSL Sports Rewind, we want to thank you for joining us, and catch us next week on KSL Sports. We break down week 4 as Provo defeats Viewmont 35-28.